Veggey 12.
Come on, crank that beat! Yo, party people! Everybody still cooking? Oh yeah, now you got it! Okay, USA! Now, let's go! Never give up, never give up. Italy. Come here. France. Oh, yeah.
He was obsessed, you see, with finding an appropriate vessel for this power.
Showtime, baby.
Prepare. Fight with all your heart.
An honor, to be sure.
Where are you going?
It's over.
Let us begin. No. One more. What? Defenders. That's not.
You cretin! Meaningless effort!
Habitude.
Street Fighter 6!
All right, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Sets here on the Tuesday night. It's the Tuesday show, Bison's favorite day, where we have to bring in two minions, two players, whatever you want to call them. We're going to pit them in the ring for a first to 10, get to know more about them, as well as have interviews on both sides of the exhibition, the main event. I'm going to be your host for tonight's show once against Jammerz, and again, you can only find this show on twitch.tv/Capcom Fires. And I'm not alone, because there's stuff to talk about, because we had a great event yesterday on Monday with SFL EU. I got my companions with me. They're here on the side. We're going to get introducing them very shortly, as you can see. They are here, and one of them's got a show and tell. Wow, okay, one of them's wearing a hat. It's Veggey, and Olvaha looks like he's still listening to his gym playlist. He looks like he's having a good time. But Veggey, talk to me how you feeling. You look like Veggey, you look like a superstar that doesn't want to be seen at the supermarket. What's going on?
Yeah, I mean, it's like, I can show you my hair if you want. You want me to do that?
You can. You just put the hat on. I was like,
Yeah.
What, you in the studio or something? Oh, there it is. There you
It's
go.
just like,
Yeah, he was hiding it. Yeah, he's hiding it.
it's kind of like, I don't know what to do right now, so I just like, hat up, baby.
Uncontrollable.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's kind of uncontrollable. It's a bit
It's
too
like
short.
Samson, you know? If you cut it, you're gonna get weaker.
Yeah, so I rock the hat right now and sometimes the hoodie, but I thought that's been too many times with the hoodie. Time to do the hat this time, so maybe next time it's a mix-up and the hair is back. I don't know. We'll see, I guess. So we still got mad episodes to come.
I said it's a surprise. You just have to keep it there. But yeah, Olvaha, talk to me. How you feeling tonight?
I'm feeling good, man. These guys are familiar from World Warrior events, Salt Mine League. I'm excited to see an unfamiliar matchup. So, yeah.
Okay. Fair play. That's good to see, of course. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, we did allude to it. We actually posted it late last night for you guys to see. But if you don't know, we're going to roll the fight card for you guys so you can check out today's episode. We're going to bring you another unique matchup coming back to our origins. EU. We give
Le
America
origine.
a lot of love, but we have to give the guys on our doorstep some love as well. So yes, this is tonight's episode, ladies and gentlemen. It will be on the left, Akram going up against Snoboi on the right. Now, Akram is a Lucia player. He's ended up being a Lucia player, and Snoboi, I've seen him use a plethora of characters, but his main, he did tell me, is Veggey. Will we see Lucia versus Veggey? The first to 10 may end up with 2 other characters at the end of the run. We will see. But yes, you can only find it here on twitch.tv/Capcom Fight. So yes, as Olvaha did mention a couple of seconds ago, if you were following the World Warrior program, both of these two were part of the Western Europe region, and they actually put on quite the performance. Obviously, none of them qualified for the Cup. That was Kiko who qualified for the Cup. Congratulations to Kiko for that. But these guys were super consistent, and they were even consistent in the finals as well. So I wanted to bring on Akram for a little while because we've been hearing American opinions on Lucia, and it's better to just ask. It's better to just ask a Lucia main from Europe to see what the perception is, because I'm very interested to see how he picked that. And then Snoboi, I actually didn't hear of Snoboi until I actually faced him in a tournament last year, and I was like, this guy's pretty damn good. But at the time, he was playing. It was Mika or Nash. I can't remember who he played. He played Mika or Nash against me, and I was like, okay, this guy's pretty good. And then when I saw how consistent he was in the World Warrior, I said we had to get him on. But then Olvaha said, you know what? Let's bring on Snoboi. So courtesy to Olvaha for reminding me, because it completely slipped my mind until he brought it back up. So shouts to Olvaha for bringing him on.
Hey. Big shouts.
I don't know how much you've seen of Snoboi Veggey at all.
You know, I'm on Ixian's team for this team battle event. It's me, Boltstrike, Mooncomb, and Ixian on the team. And our first match was actually against Snowboy's team, who has Ending Walker. So it's like a tactical thing. So you get to choose what player plays every other time, right? For the opponent and you. So we put objectively our weakest player against Ending Walker early, because that's only 1 point. And then I got put in against the Hilo Kid, because that's also only 1 point. And then we made the decision to put Bolt Strike, who I think was the strongest anchor, in the third match, which is also 1 point. But at that point, the only match that mattered was the last. And then Snowboy beat Ixian in the final match and sent us to losers. So that's where I actually know him the most from. But I have seen him on the Assaulted streams. Sorry for that long tangent or whatever. But I thought it was funny that you would ask, because it's not very long ago since we recently just had an encounter. Not directly, but indirectly.
Okay, well, I mean, it looks like he seriously does.
Directly, damn.
He does seriously love the game. We're obviously going to talk to these guys. They are in the green room waiting, but we're going to talk to these guys about, you know, how they feel about the game amongst other things in general. But I'm kind of surprised because, I mean, Olvaha, if I'm not mistaken, Snowboy does rotate a bunch of characters. He's told us Veggey,
so.
but he uses a bunch of characters. I mean, I've seen Nash, Mika, I think Urian. Have you seen anybody else he's used, or has he just got the 11 route?
Vega?
Yeah, Vega's his main, but I'm saying outside of Vega, has he
I
used
haven't
anyone else?
seen anything outside of that, but that's already like a boatload of characters, so it's kind of hard to imagine someone just juggling them.
What is interesting though is
right.
That he doesn't pick any good characters. He only picks Slash.
I mean,
I wonder what that
Mika's good, Nash is elusive, Urian.
It's the same thing like
Urian's
last
debatable.
episode with
Ramsey? I don't know. Ramsey
Ramsey
said luck of the draw.
luck of the draw. Maybe it's the same thing. We gotta ask.
We'll ask. I don't know. Sometimes I do feel.
We'll ask.
Sometimes I do feel some of these players did it on purpose. They just don't want to admit on public forums or social media. Like, yeah, I'm picking all these characters just to see which one actually works. But listen, even low tier characters can give top tier characters a bad matchup or a hard time or whatever. But we will see as well. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, as we are doing this show, we've got to give you that runner show as well to let you know how things break down. This is the European region, so we're doing things to European time, of course. But yes, Street Fighter news is what's happening now. We're catching up because there is one big thing we are going to talk about, and I think everyone's going to misconstrue when I say that. But yes, we're talking about news and catching up with each other for the first 10 or 15 minutes, of course. And then we're going to go to the players' interview, which they are in the green room waiting. And we're going to have a lovely chat with them about their characters, their quirky character combinations, amongst other things as well. Because there are some serious questions I do want to ask these two because they're from not so popular regions. So it's going to be interesting to delve into that. And of course, after that chat, we're going to get prepared for the first to 10. So if you don't want to stick around for the preamble and all the nonsense and us having a laugh and getting to know people, you know, conversation, what you people forget to do, you're all typing instead of actually talking to each other. We're trying to talk to each other and have some fun. Then you can come back in about 35 minutes or so, and that's when the first to 10 will commence. And I'm pretty sure someone in the YouTube comments watching this, they'll go, hey, all right, when does it start? 58.14. All right, time starts here as we watch the first attempt. But yes, of course. Now, there is something big that happened yesterday. SFL EU. The playoffs happened. And of course, that happened. Veggey was involved. But Veggey commiserations, because 00 Nations Road, their journey has come to an end. And
I think I might remember incorrectly, but I think Mouse is the team that gave us the most trouble in the entire league. We beat every other team at least once, and if we didn't beat them, we were close in the regular season. But I think Mouse was like, they beat us the first time. They beat us
I think, did they beat you 40-0 twice? Because before the playoffs, you had to fight them again.
No, yeah, it was the Phenom Broski anchor match, and
that was the first time round.
Yeah, so we actually, I guess we won that one actually, but it was still very close, and they were still figuring out their anchor, and then we lost the second time, and then we lost yesterday. So I think, yeah, when I think back to it, I think they were ready for us, and I mean 40-0 yesterday, so.
Yeah, listen,
what
man,
can you say?
I mean, there's probably many things you can say.
Win, sometimes you lose.
Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. But again, of course, this was determined through seeding of the regular season before these guys went to playoffs. That's why, because obviously a week before this episode aired last night, these two teams actually faced each other to help determine their seeding, which is what got the Mouse in the beneficial position of the home side to be able to counterpick the away side. Veggey's team had to basically expose their underwear and say, yeah, I'm wearing this tonight. And then they could counter accordingly. But I mean, overall, since you are out of the competition, you had a great team with Fino Rickerman and Dr. Goodlag. But overall, the experience, you guys wanted to go all the way. But I mean, like, was it fun with you guys? Was there any turbulence? Like, what was it? Because I mean, to get that far, and also it looked like all smiles on your faces. I mean, Fino looked a bit stressed. He tells you he isn't stressed, but
I mean, we were definitely sad, not disappointed, because disappointed is losing when you think you're going to win.
Yeah.
But we definitely had a shot at taking that. I've been backtracking actually now. I think we might have won the first, because Phenom had Broski in the anchor. I remember that particularly. Or it might have been a draw played out in the first one or something. I have to check that later. But after we lost, it's not like we're thinking that we didn't have any negative thoughts, because we enjoyed our journey there the entire time. We had a lot of laughs, a lot of jokes. We were sitting together playing in the playing area, both at the recording studio and at the Geo Gaming House, and eating hummus from the store and drinking Pepsi Max and Diet Red Bull. And just like enjoying time, joking. We had a really, really good time. There was never any salt between us. There was never any blaming, and there was never any anger or issues between any players. So we just had a great time in general. So
you know what I call that?
You know what?
We call that the Scandinavian synergy.
Wow, I like that. So what? That's the double S. The double S ranking. Okay, I see. All right, exclusive to the Scandinavians. I see. I'm not involved in that at all, so I don't understand that. But no, Veggey, let me ask you this: if there was a Street Fighter League to return, would you pick that exact same team?
We would have to see what's like. You know, remember Street Fighter 4, Street Fighter 5? How many of the absolute best players in Street Fighter 4 were no longer the absolute best players in Street Fighter 5? There was some of them managed to hold on. Like Problem X was still very, 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 very strong, winning stuff. Phenom was still very, very strong. Luffy became very, very strong quite quickly, but a lot of players fell off. So you can't really like make a decision on a squad before the game is even released. So I think it would. But when it comes to persons, I would always team with these guys. If we team based on personalities, because we had it was just a good time. So, but I think. Answer.
No, it's a good answer. It's a company answer.
Yeah.
I like it. Yeah.
No, but I mean, like, you do have to see how the.
Well played, Veggey. 5 points.
All right, let's go. It's from Croydon, baby.
No, Veggey brings up a valid point, and I'm not going to stress this. I can't stress this enough, and I'm going to keep repeating it until SF6 comes out and beyond that point. When the game comes out, it's reset. Everything resets. Certain people, okay, they're going to be doing certain things and whatnot, but everything resets. I hope we're going to be on square one, day one, and then move on from there. But like Veggey says, hypothetically speaking, if fingers crossed we do get another SFL to return, if it was a friendship reason and communication reasons, bring the same team back. But we don't know. We don't know if Phenom's going to be great at that game. We don't know if Rikuman's going to find a character and be good at the game. You just don't know at this point. And listen, some people are not going to like the game. I'm just going to put it out there. Some people are just not going to like it. Some people are going to love it. There's going to be new people jumping on the scene. Listen, I'll tell you what, it might not be in the first 6 months, but there's going to be another Ending Walker when that game comes out. There will be another Ending Walker. Ending Walker's already here. I'm hoping he transitions over smoothly to the game for SF6, but there's going to be another one that's coming out of nowhere. We're like, who's this guy? And he's like, nah, I just love 6. I just love Drive Rush.
And if I could give like a tip to players, it's like, because I've not been through this swap right once, or we could say twice, but Street Fighter Cross Tekken was very similar to Street Fighter 4 in terms of movement.
3 or 4 transitions at this point.
Yeah, but Street Fighter 4 to Street Fighter 5 was a big change, and if there's any advice I could give, it's just to, whatever you think at first, just accept and play, and not think about like, oh, I used to beat this guy 10-1, now he's beating me 5-0. There's no point in thinking like that. You have the past. It's there. That was that game. Now we had a new game. Now you're trying to learn this new game and not think like, oh, I have to keep beating these guys or that guy. Just play the game. Maybe that's the best, easiest way I think to learn. To not think that, oh, I need to beat this guy. So that's my advice. Learning from my own mistake, being like really prideful and like, oh, I used to beat this guy. Now I'm losing. But if that happens again in Street Fighter 6, I'm just gonna keep playing and not think too much about it. And that's my advice when the new game comes, because there will be changes.
He's basically saying repress your ego.
Yes.
Be open-minded.
Good advice in general.
That's good. But yeah, speaking of which, before we do move on, there was an announcement by Capcom Fighters regarding Street Fighter League. If we can pull up that tweet or the image, it should be here, because I actually wasn't expecting this, because sometimes the announcements just come out of nowhere. You don't really know what to see. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, apparently there's this thing called Street Fighter League World Championship. I don't know if you've heard of it. We just had our thing in EU. It was just a small little league with like 24 of us who were having some parties, and we've got party poppers and crackers and everything. But then apparently there's this thing that it leads towards called Street Fighter League World Championship, and it's happening the same week. Can you believe that? The audacity is happening the same week as the Capcom Cup. What's going on here? I don't know what's happening. February 17th and 18th is going to be in Hollywood. If you are planning on going and want tickets, or you're going to be in the area around that time, you want to go see the finals live, world finals, by the way, because if you do understand how the format works, there's going to be 3 teams from the winners of the EU League, the winners of the US League, and the winners of the JP League. They're all going to congregate under one roof, and they're all going to complain about each other's characters. And you can hit the link at capcom.us/cup tickets if you want to go and witness the finals live and direct firsthand. Because I believe, if I'm not mistaken, shouts to Big Bird, Angry Bird, and Punk. They were in Japan for a little while. And they went to go watch the Japan finals. I think it was a couple of days ago. So now they're doing that for the World Championship. So if you want to go see those live in person, there is a link there. We're going to put the link in the chat later. We're going to re-advertise this at the other end of the show as well, just to let you guys know. But again, there's still LCQ tickets on sale. There's still the SFL Championship tickets on sale. You can still sign up for the LCQ if you want to join that bloodbath and get your hairline to be receded. I don't feel sorry for anyone in that bracket. There's many things happening because we want to make sure we close out Street Fighter 5 on a good night and have a smooth transition to SF6. But yeah, honestly, I cannot wait for those SF finals to be happening as well. Now,
it's going to be an amazing week. That's all I can say.
Well, yeah, you're just going to be grinning from like cheek to cheek because you're just in the cup and you're looking forward to it. Obviously, I know you guys are just getting down and dirty, practicing because you need to do that and stay sharp. And again, it's not always about playing the game. Some people, their preferred method is to play the game daily and, you know, just be in the lab, like lab those scenarios, hypothesize those scenarios, whatnot, and all this stuff. Other people just do image training, or they just think about it, like, you know what, I'm gonna press crouch medium punch here today, and it's like that's it. Sometimes that's all it takes, and it gives you that mental reset as well. I mean, some people prefer to. I've seen some people, they'll practice hard up until a week before the event, and they don't touch the game, or they don't touch their preferred thing a week before, and then they come in fresh. Obviously, then the rust is a little there, but they got the mindset fresh and ready to go, focus on it. And then there's the determination of a player. Veggey, look for, you know, you can make top 8 because he's like, nah, I want top 8 today. The next guy's like, oh, I'm just happy to be here.
Yeah, and it's like, if you have on the day form, like I did in my finals, you can beat players who should beat you. It's first to 2 or whatever in a, like, if you're good and they're good, maybe they're better, but still, 2 first games or 3 first games, it's not how many times have you played against a player who's better than you, but in the first 3 games he's very close, and then the player starts to go far ahead. So when it comes to the tournament and the volatility with the damage on the supers and the V triggers, you can just ready to take like any bad matchup, any hard player on the day. You just gotta feel it. You just gotta flow.
Yeah, you definitely need to. You might need to do a TikTok short regarding that. But I feel you're gonna be scary because you to qualify for the cup, you had to beat one of your worst matchups or one of your biggest demons in tournament bracket.
Yeah.
So I feel you're just gonna go there with like basically no remorse, and you're just gonna go, you got to deal with me today. If I can beat my bad matchup,
Veggey's gonna be like, wow, it was such an honor to lose to Daigo. Now I'm happy to go home.
please
No,
don't. Please don't.
I'm not losing to Guile, I think, with Birdie offline.
Hold on, what did you say?
I don't think that happened. I don't think I can lose to Guile offline.
Wait, what did you say? You're not gonna lose to Guile offline. Is that what you said?
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Richard, did you record that? Richard,
Write
did you
it
get
down,
that?
write it
I'm just not gonna. I'm just not losing to Guile
Ship
offline.
it and clip it.
I hope
Ship it and
everyone
clip it.
has clipped that, and then when he loses, he's done. He's finished. Right. Anyway, right, we're gonna move on swiftly because we got to talk to the guys and hear their opinions regarding the game, of course. So yes, if we can get Akram and Snoboi to unmute their mics, I want to talk to these guys, know more about them before we get these guys ready and pumped to play their first to 10. So let me find out. Akram, Snoboi, can you guys hear me loud and clear?
Yes, we hear.
Yep.
Hey,
Yo,
perfect.
welcome.
All right, so gentlemen,
Bonjour.
thank you
Bonjour.
very much. Bonsoir. Get it right. Anyway,
Come on.
Get told.
gentlemen,
Get taught.
gentlemen, thank you very much for joining us tonight, taking time out your day to join us, because it's been a pleasure watching you guys play Street Fighter. But now we get to talk to you guys as well. This is the first part of the show. We get to know a little bit about yourselves, as well as find out these interesting character picks, because you guys need to be having fun with them, so we need to find out why. So my staple question always at the start of the show, I like to find out where people's names come from. So Akram, I want you to tell me first, where does the name Akram come from?
Actually, Akram is just my surname. Like, it's my name.
Okay, so that's just, is that the name? Is your surname or your first name?
It's my first name.
And did you have a handle before this where it was too difficult to
Nah, I
pronounce
did
or whatever?
not.
Or you just said, nah, Akram, this is it. I want to be known as this when I go places, or?
Exactly. When I was on the Xbox 360, I was looking for something, and I was like, yeah, nah, I'm just putting my name out there. And
Okay.
the VVVs are just like, it was already taken, obviously, so I just had to put something there.
I love it. You know when your back's up against the wall, and you just want to put your name, and it's like, sorry, this name's already taken. It's like, what fool has taken? It's like, no one has this name. Who's taking it? And then you just got to put 4 V's, and then people just go, yeah, here we go. Where's the 4th V? What does it stand for? What's the symbolism behind this? But no, okay, no, I like that. I like that.
I just want to add to that, Jammerz, because my nickname is actually Veggey, just Veggyi, but because of Xbox 360 and it's a common nickname for my name, I just had to go with the EY, which is like everyone. That's it. It's cool. It's just
okay.
like, our names are determined by who's first sometimes.
So yeah, that's all it is. I'll tell you what. Akram did mention 360. If you've been around those days, you've been around for a long time. And I tell you what, times have changed from the 360
That was
days.
the Wild
until-
West.
Hey,
That
listen.
was definitely wild.
No, do you know what? I'll tell you what, just a tangent real quick. Some people today on social media got their backbones from Xbox Live. If you missed that era, then boy, you missed out on something. But that's just me
Missed out on
personally.
the backbone?
But Snowboy, what about you? Where does the name Snowboy come from?
It's not really that deep of a story. My Steam name used to be Snowboy, so I just I copied it. Rest of 5.
No,
That's it.
listen, that's completely fine. I've had people who've had some really in-depth origin stories to their names. I've had people that said, you know what, I just saw the name of a milk carton in my supermarket and I said, that worked. I always like to know, because it just lets us know a little bit more about yourself, because some people aren't great at coming up with extravagant names. Some people said, you know what, I like this is simple, it's got the punchline, we do that, so I like it. If it's your Steam name, you transition over to CFN, it makes it all the more easier to find you. That's all it is. And then of course, Snowboy, I gotta ask you, I'm kind of jealous of your picture you sent us with the shades. When did you take this picture?
One day before the announcement.
I like you said, put the shades on. Do you know what? I feel more people just gonna put shades on, give their identity. I like that stuff.
Yeah.
I think it's brilliant. Now, I gotta go back to Akram. Akram, we've known about you as a player for a long time. Obviously, I think you came more into the limelight with Street Fighter 5, but like you said, you were playing Street Fighter 4.
Yes.
Veggey, what character was it?
Makoto.
Makoto, yes,
Makoto.
that was it. So, I know you for being a Laura player. I think it was Laura. Then you transitioned to
Yes.
Colleen, and now you're on Lucia. What made you pick or stick with Lucia as a character, Akram?
Actually, I'm gonna correct you there. I switched to Jury after Laura.
Did you?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. I main Jury like for a year or two, and
I definitely
miserable
missed that
experience.
chapter. Yeah, well, okay, that's why I don't remember.
Yeah, she was really bad, Jury, at that time. She was like the worst character in the game.
Oh, okay. But okay, so I can see you gone Laura, Jury, Colleen, Lucia. So why have we stuck with Lucia? What's about Lucia that's made you stick with her?
Well, I think Colleen fits more my playstyle. I play more calm with Colleen, but I just wanted to have fun at the end of the day, so I decided to go with a more aggressive character. And yeah, I was looking for something. Lucia came out. I played Lucia. I did some serious damage in Belgium, actually.
Okay.
I lost to Takamura in grand final there, but they actually sent me to the Capcom Cup Last Chance qualifier in 2019 because of her. So it was like, oh yeah, that's my character. I'm sure of it.
Nice.
Okay.
So that's
Sick.
that's why I keep playing her.
No, well, I've messed around with Lucia. I love her combos. I love how long they are. I like how diverse they are as well. They just feel satisfying to do. Now, like Akram, I don't know about you. I've spoken to a couple of Americans, and some of them have this weird perception that Lucia's the worst character in the game. Do you agree with that, or are they far from the truth?
Absolutely not. I think she's a decent character. Like she's mid or high mid, I think.
High mid. That's a tall order, Akram. That's a tall order.
Yeah.
Great compliment.
Actually, I don't know who's between her and Colleen is better. Like, I can't really know. Like, honestly.
Okay. Well, I mean, go on. Continue. Go on.
Yeah, since like Lucia does a lot of damage and she has some great. Yeah, there is some great stuff about her. And Colleen got really nerfed bad. Like, I don't know if people know this or understand this, but what Kawano did was insane. Like, winning Evo with Colleen, to me, I don't understand how he did it. Like, it was so sick. I don't know.
Well, I mean, I think that's just paying homage to how well he's developed an understanding for the game and how well he knows the competition around him. Because I remember back when he first started coming on the scene, he was just a gold rank that popped into Daigo's stream. And then he just comes out and wins Evo. But yes, as you said, just to reiterate his point is like, okay, what he did, because Akram, you've seen it and you know as well, because from first-hand experiences playing Colleen, everyone ripped that character off. Everybody did. When Kawano said this character's done, everyone thought, okay, well, if he's not playing her, no one's playing her. And then he just comes out and just wins out of nowhere. That was brilliant. That was a great tactic to sell us on thinking this character is done when you just go and win Evo.
Sorry.
But no, that was great. That was great to see. Now,
but I'm on Akram's side when it comes to Colleen. I think like she was touched so hard in that patch, and like how without the damage, I don't see how she can keep up with like Fireball characters like Ryu, Sagat. It just looks impossible. But I mean, who knows?
well,
I'm just saying I'm on Akram's side with this.
No, I'm not disagreeing with you. Like Akram, if we are talking about Colleen quickly, is there anything right now that you feel? What's the best thing about Colleen right now? Is there anything that's good about her right now?
Yes. Of course, like her neutral without the V trigger did not get hit that much, so she's still great on the ground against Footsie character. Against Footsie's character, like she's still one of the best character in the game. So there is still like you can still play her. There's no problem on that end. But yeah.
Well, okay.
Now ask me about the stuff that's bad.
I could because I know they obviously they changed up V-Trigger 2 again. They toned down the damage on EX Parabellum. I can't remember. They did something else that was pretty significant
Crouching
as well.
Fierce, right?
Was it Crouching
Yes.
Fierce? Okay, so
That's big.
Yeah.
I mean, what is it? Did they tone her down to the point where she just cannot fight the current meta characters, Luke, Dalsim, Poison, Ed, Balrog, etc.? Or is it just like, no, this character's time in the limelight is done? Have they just completely erased her? Is that what you think?
It's none of those things, I think. Like, she still can fight. Like she still does very well against many characters, but it's like it's just so hard playing her. It's so tough. Like when you play Colleen, you do no damage. You do absolutely no damage. So you have to basically dominate your opponent. You cannot just win normally. Like you cannot just do crush medium kick and win from there. You can't really. There is nothing you can really do to
Scare the opponent?
Nah, to just
Make them respect.
win. Yeah, exactly. You can't really make them respect you, and you can't win without playing really well. That's the problem, I think. So
I mean, I could say that for a number of characters, but
yeah, but that's not exactly the case. Like you can still rely on the V-trigger with Luke, for example,
okay.
or some other characters.
Okay,
Even Lucia.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I
no,
wanted
Lucy.
to
I've seen some of your combos. There's some combos you do with Lucy I didn't even know that was possible. So
I actually wanted to ask you, Akram, about Colleen's V-Trigger 2. Do you think it's like strong anymore, or like how would you compare? Like, is it like in the top 10 or something? Would you say, or do you think it's like a mid-tier V-Trigger now? Are you like saying that you're not capable of doing like a comeback with Colleen's V-Trigger right now?
Alright, I think it's good. Like it's pretty decent. It's still a good V-trigger. There is no doubt about it in my mind. But the thing is with this V-trigger is like it goes very fast. Like you have like 2 confirms and then it's over basically. 2 crush medium kick confirms or stuff like that. And the other thing, it's not the V-trigger itself that's really strong, it's the activation with the standing light kick.
Yes.
So that's the greatest thing about these V-triggers, is since you can't do it with V-trigger 1. If you could do stand light kick into V-trigger 1, I think V-trigger 1 would see a lot more plays from great players like Awano.
Okay.
Why from stand light kick?
Because that's a 5 frame that goes really far, and it's a pretty good normal in general. And you cannot do a V-trigger activation from there if you play V-trigger 1.
Yeah.
Okay, I just personally never seen a Colleen activate from stand.
Kawano
No, I
does
have.
it
No,
all the
Kawana
time.
does it. He done it at Evo as well.
does?
No, he has done
Yeah,
it.
he
I've
does
seen
it all
it.
the time.
It's actually really good because it's one of those things where he can get the medium. He can get a medium punch afterwards and then cancel it.
Right.
So
Yes.
he gets something big.
Ah.
And well, listen, we've been talking about light confirms from characters now as part of the meta for a little while now. So Colleen doing that, yeah, it's legit. I can see where Akram's coming from.
Yeah.
But yes,
I believe you. I just didn't know myself.
But yes, I don't want to leave Snowboy out of this conversation. Snowboy, you need to talk to me about your character choices. I've seen you play Veggey, that's your main. I've seen you play Nash, Mika, Urian. Like, do you just like these characters, explosive characters, or is there something about these particular ones that you like? You know, because I know Veggey, I have different opinions of him. But first of all, what's your opinion on Veggey? And then secondly, why are those other pocket characters part of your roster to back up Veggey?
I think Veggey is pretty strong right now. He for sure has some bad matchup, like versus Balrog, Dalsim, Ed. Those are definitely tough. And I just like having the secondaries for those matchups.
Okay, so your character pick was mainly just to you like Veggey, and it's like, right, are you picking these characters to cover all aspects of the bad matchup? So Mika for Dalsim, maybe Mika for Boxer as well. And then I've seen you play a bit of Nash too. Is just Nash out of fun, or is that a counter pick too?
Nah, it's player dependent too sometimes. Like if I think Nash or Veggey does better versus some player who play like the same character, I would pick Veggey or Nash.
Okay. Now another thing I wanted to ask as well is, before Street Fighter V, did you have much of a competitive gaming background, or did you take like competitive gaming or PvP stuff really seriously through Street Fighter V?
No, I entered my first tournament for Street Fighter V in January 2022, so not long at all.
Oh,
Wait,
really?
so you
Nice.
got really good in less than a year?
Yeah, basically.
Wow. Okay, what is it that made you want to get good at Street Fighter V? I'm curious.
By losing in tournament very bad the first couple times.
Okay, I actually want to ask you, like, for a lot of people, losing in these kinds of games, especially when you're new, it's really demoralizing. So I just want to ask you, like, what made you stick around? Because a lot of people don't stick around. Did you have like a good support group? Did you have a good community, or is it something else?
Yeah, I play a lot with the same guys. Ending Walker, the High Look at Eddie Ban, a couple other players. Just having those guys around really helps to get better.
Wow.
Okay. No, because you know what? In the span of a year, your first tournament was 2022, and then what? You basically were in the running to qualify for the cup. You do understand how much of a big deal that is, right? That's a very big deal.
That's actually crazy.
Not many people can do that in the span of 12 months. So I do have to commend you there, because again, I didn't really know much about you until the World Warrior. And it's like, okay, super consistent. I'm like, hold on, he played Veggey one day, he picked Nash. What happened? Did he want a projectile or something? And then he picked Urian. Is that what's going on? That's crazy. But okay, in your personal opinion, right? Because you do think Vega's kind of strong. Don't tell it to Bolt Strike, because Bolt Strike's just going to lie to you. Bolt Strike's going to lie to you. What are Vega's best matchups in your opinion, Snowboy?
Let me get the list.
Okay, he's got one. Okay. I like this. I like this.
I love it.
He beats Abigail really badly, like
Yep.
7-3 in my opinion.
I can see that, yep.
Gil, Urian are both really good.
Oh. Okay.
Saku, I think, is pretty decent.
Zeku.
Yeah.
Wait, you got to talk to me about this one. Why do you think Vega gives Zeku a run for his money?
V-skill 1 is really good versus alt Saku. And the neutral is better for Vega when he's in young. in my opinion.
Okay. No, it's a matchup I just barely see at all. So when you said Zeku, I'm just like, hold on a minute. What? There you go, Zeku?
Yeah,
That makes sense.
it's kind of rare.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, now that's interesting. Now,
That's really interesting.
let me just quickly go over to Akram, because I've just remembered this as well. Akram, what are Lucia's best matchups? Does she have any?
That's a great question. Oh my god.
No, Akram, the only reason I'm asking you this is because when I was learning Lucia for a little while, I was playing, I
Yes.
said, this character's decent, but I don't know if she beats anybody. You're a specialist.
Yes.
I have to ask you, does she beat anybody?
Yes, she does. She does beat a few characters actually, but like Snoboi say, let me get that list.
Oh. No, do you know what? I like that these guys have written this down, because I don't know how often, first of all, you get asked this question, and I was really stumped to find out who Lucia actually beats, because all I hear is Lucia's the worst in the game, Lucia can't do this. I'm like, I don't know what game you're playing, but it's going to be interesting once Akram does find that list, because I am curious.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah, wait, one quick second. But
sure.
the one thing that you guys have to know about Lucia, there's a lot of 5-5s. Like, there's a lot of them.
Okay.
Okay.
That's fine. Look, 5-5 to me just means you have to come in with a game plan. You can't just walk all over
Yeah.
your opponent. I mean, some people have that luxury of doing that, but if it's a 5-5, it just means you have to come in with a game plan. Doesn't mean you
It's
lose.
pretty good, actually.
Obviously, I think for the player, they don't want all those 5-5s. Like, God damn it, I've got to think of plan A, then plan X, and plan Y, and it's like, yeah.
That's true, but yeah, sorry, Akram, go on.
Yeah. So she beats Blanca really bad.
Does she?
Yeah,
Tell me
she
the
does.
secret. I'm losing to blank all the time. Tell me the secret.
He can't do Blanca ball at all. Like,
Yeah,
he
I
cannot
figured.
do it. He
The
cannot
run.
do it. Like, he cannot do it. So he has to jump and dash and
Okay.
do crush heavy punch. And crouching heavy punch is like with punishable with sweep. So yeah, it's fine. Like, there is no really, there's not a problem in this matchup. Like,
Okay. So
if you lose, it's really your fault.
okay,
then-
I'll keep that in mind.
She beats Zangief, I think.
You reckon?
Yeah, of course she beats Zangief. I'm sorry. Then she beats Alex, I think, because her counter pokes are like really good against him.
Oh, you mean
Like-
like the crouch and medium punch buffer into the kicks?
Yes, exactly.
And maybe low forward? Or...
Nah, just crushing medium punch. It does the job pretty well. And yeah, he's kind of struggle to anti-air the jumping heavy kick.
Wow.
And there is some stuff like that. Like, he can anti-air with the NEX bar, but like, anyway, she does okay against him. And Honda. Honda, she beats Honda. Some other characters, she beats Nash too.
Does she?
Yeah, she does.
Or
You can ask Snoboi. You can ask Snoboi.
Or is he just trying to make sure that Snowboy does not pick Nash?
No. He can pick Nash if he wants.
Early mix-up.
We see you.
Snoboi, your opinion. Give me your opinion, please.
Does Lucia beat Nash?
Yeah, 6-4.
Wow. Man, all the
I
characters.
wouldn't go that far, but yeah, she beats Nash.
Hey, listen. all the characters that have difficulty with playing as Poison, I might just pick a Lucia and then try and win. Let me find out.
I wanted to ask one more question specifically about Lucia
Go for it.
from Akram. What is the difference between picking V-Trigger 1 and V-Trigger 2? Is it like a matchup specific thing? Or is just the one of them clearly better than the other? Or like, how do you approach picking V-Trigger with Lucia? Because I don't really...
Well, I mean, V-Trigger 2
understand
overall,
them as
it got
much.
buffed, so it's overall universally a better pick, at least from what I've seen from like the likes of Gamer B, when
Yeah.
Shine's playing, there's, what's the Japanese
Yeah,
player? Igo as well, so...
Jammerz is right. Like V-Trigger 2 got buffed, and it's the best V-Trigger she has right now. There is no question about it. But V-Trigger 1 does a lot more damage, like a lot more. Like you get hit one time at the right range, you die, you explode. Like there is no in between. So when I pick V-Trigger 1, it's like just to surprise my opponent. Like, hey, there's the V-Trigger 1. If you get hit, you're gonna die. That's basically it. And
Okay.
if they do not get hit, I'm just switching to V-Trigger 2. There is no real like the thought process is not really what matters here. Like.
Okay.
But I've seen with Lucia V-Trigger 2 that you do like 30% of one hit with a V-skill, run, EX, upper, rescrew. I don't know what you're doing.
No,
but
the
you're doing something. It's like
whole point. No,
doing something, and it's like 30% at least.
Literally, the whole point of V-Trigger 2 is to activate from the corner and take it to the other corner. That's it. It's to put them in the corner.
Yeah, but the
And
damage is so good.
You know, but listen, everyone's damage is good in the right situation, right?
I mean, this is the right situation a lot, though.
He's right. Veggey is right too. The damage is really good with V-Trigger 2. Now imagine. Can you imagine that V-Trigger 1 does a lot more? Like, it does a lot more. I'm not joking. Like you get hit, you explode. There is nothing.
I love
man.
this guy.
Well, I mean, let me ask this before I
Guys.
go back to Snowboy with the other question, because we are running out of
Yes.
time. Is there any matchup where you will just deliberately pick number 1 because you feel like doing more damage against that character, or is it just like just V-Trigger 2 the whole way, Akram?
I will never pick V-Trigger 1 the whole way. Like I don't see the point.
Okay, it's just a personal preference thing. Where you're like, oh, this guy doesn't block, so I'll do my 400 damage combo on him and then just call it a day.
Nah, not exactly. It's like if I pick V-Trigger 1, like for example in this set, I'm probably gonna pick V-Trigger 1 at first.
Ooh.
He's revealed the secrets.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, I'm sorry guys, I shouldn't have spoiled you.
The greatest mix-up is if he doesn't. I would love that.
Nah, I'm probably gonna pick V-Trigger 1 at first.
Okay.
Maybe not, we'll see. So yeah, I'm gonna pick it, do a lot of damage, win a couple of games, and if it doesn't work, it's not that bad because V-Trigger 2 is really strong. Anyway.
I love it.
Okay,
Win a couple
no,
of
I like
games.
that. I
Let's
like
go.
that bravado. This is why I love Akram, and you guys should love him too. Right, we've got time for just
I'm a
one
fan.
more question. This is for the both of you, but I want to get Snowboy's opinion on this first. I'm going to see if he surprises me. Snowboy, in your time of playing Street Fighter 5, who do you think is the best character in the game?
Poison.
Wow, another one.
I love it.
Another one in the books.
Why?
Another
Okay,
one
no,
in the books.
Do you know
Mark
what?
that down.
Snowboy, indulge me. Why do you think Poison's the best character in the game?
She's really easy to play, really strong V triggers, V scales, best EX move, best 3-frame, really good anti-airs. Just amazing. All
Damn.
around.
I like that. That came from the heart, by the way.
Yeah.
Akram.
I love it.
Now, Akram, well, thank you. A lot of people do. Akram, you said what? As is, you had an opposing opinion. Who do you think is the best character in the game?
Yeah, I don't agree with Poison, but I think it's between Luke and Dalsim.
Yes, nice.
One of these two. I'm not sure. Like, maybe I'm leaning toward Dalsim a bit more because I've seen Japanese do wild stuff against Luke. So I don't know, but yeah, between these two.
Okay. Nah, interesting. I like it. At least we've got an overall top 3 there. Every time everyone throws me off guard when they say poison, I'm like, oh, I wasn't expecting that. But here we go. They'll tell me their opinions. I love it. This is why I love these people. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna take a short break, and when we come back, we're gonna have Akram and Snoboi in this first to 10. We're gonna see Lucia versus Veggey. Give us 5 minutes, and we'll see you in a bit.
Heart rate.
Space-time distortions. There's still puking out dinosaurs all over the planet.
So, Bikitoa Island's been sealed up for 3 years, and Ivius won't own up to Leviathan's malfunction?
Can you address the reports of exofighter patrols on the island?
Reports of exofighter patrols are simply untrue. IBS is committing all possible resources to the investigation.
Exercise results logged. Sunsetting temporal instance.
Come on back. Drinks on me.
There are hundreds of exofighters running around out there. Everyone's armed, and nobody knows what'll happen next. 1 minute, they could be helping you. The next minute, they're shooting you in the back.
You need to keep fighting until we can figure out how to destroy the Leviathan. It's trying to build stronger exosuits, so it's pulling any exofighter in their hold back in time to these bloody war games.
Like it or not, the exosuits keep it alive out there.
But the more we use it, the more it helps Leviathan.
Well, that's not an option.
One way or another.
Valued team members, prepare for dimensional integration in 10 minutes.
You stay alive, man. Only you.
If you give an AI like Leviathan the directive, improve our exosuits, it has to complete it. It doesn't matter whether that takes 100 tries, a million, all for the perfect suit.
More than that.
But at least do me the courtesy of looking me in the face whilst you do it.
Okay, pinky, forefinger, back to middle, full wrist articulation. Then we do it in reverse. Begin.
What the hell are you guys doing?
It's a secret robot handshake.
Good morning, Victoria.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Capcom Fighters here on Twitch. It's the Tuesday show nowadays, and we're about to start a set. It's gonna feature Akram and Snoboi. I think my camera liked it for a moment. I was frozen in time for a moment.
Frozen in time, indeed. But you know why I like this matchup card specifically? Is because people will get to see the amount of damage that Lucia dishes out, and you know she has buttons. I think she has buttons that can contest Claw, and I'm interested to see how that works out. Snoboi only playing for a year. That was like, I didn't even realize at first when it said 2022 because we're in 2023. So I was like, okay, 2 years, but bro, he has just played for a year and he was in the EU West top 8. That is absolutely ridiculous. So I think we're in for a treat right now.
Yeah, I think it's proof or it's testimony to people's determination, because he said, well, look, I just kept losing and wanted to get better, and it's just one of those things
like,
where
I also want to interject there for a moment. I think it's also a case of surrounding yourself with the right people, because even if you're as stubborn as a mule, like, you will never get where you want to be if you're not with the right people, in my opinion.
Yes, I think surrounding yourself with the right people or getting that words of encouragement is correct as well. Obviously, he must have been talking to these guys right at the beginning when he started entering the tournaments as well, and then obviously having that real quick development because Ending Walker was still in the process of getting as good as he is today as well.
Yeah.
Hilo Kid was playing with Ending Walker too, so he saw that progression, and then just to kind of be one of the most dominant forces in EU West is nothing shy of amazing. Now, if we can get the guys in the back to get the guys ready in the lobby, so we can get the first of 10 started. Yeah, okay, so they're just getting ready. I'll let these guys know because we can get this set underway. Let's see, you guys can start. There you go, because they might have not got their cue.
Let's go.
But yeah, just echoing what Veggey said as well. We'll see what buttons Lucia is going to counter Vega's moves with. Standard medium punch preferably. Maybe crouch medium punch, Buster Claw as well. I wonder if they got punished for that. That'll be interesting to see if Akram got punished for that. There also is the case of, is Akram going to jump in? How is Snoboi going to anti-air? I mean, what V-trigger is Snoboi going to pick? Is he going to be V-trigger 1 to escape the corner? Or is he going to be, depending on Akram's style, is he going to go for Allegrius and decide to counter a lot of things? So we'll see. We will see.
You know, I just realized he started when Luke was kind of new. Imagine if he started the game with Luke.
That would have been very ironic. Well, that would have been very funny.
That would have been. Imagine, because now he thinks Claw is good, but we all know Claw is strong but has flaws, right? And imagine him learning the game with the best character. I hope that's something he might consider in Street Fighter 6.
You said best character, not Dawson? Hello?
Best character.
Am I hearing Am I hearing things right?
You got him.
I mean, all that propaganda. All that propaganda is just starting. You know how media works. They say the same thing all day, and it's like you just forget the truth.
That's called gaslighting. That's called gaslighting.
Yeah, I'm gaslighted by media. What can I say? Twitter is all about that. Luke number 1.
All right, let me see how this goes.
Speed running right now, though.
So Akram stuck to his guns. He's going to stick with Burning Fight, V-trigger 1 for a couple of games. Let's see what it is. Going to put him in the corner with that target combo.
She has a side control
finisher. Yeah, she has the same as Cody.
No, I always respect people who are ready to consistently anti-air with air throw when they're still looking for stuff on the ground. That's a tough thing to do.
All right, let me see what happens here. If he gets a low forward here, Akram, that's going to be a lot of damage. He's going to be looking for that full conversion into the fire spinner and then get the firecracker on board. No anti-air.
Wow. Landed with that medium. Oh, that's the chip out. That's going to work, yeah.
I just want to say, like, one of my favorite things to watch when I'm looking at Vega players play is how they use the Aurora spin edge, specifically the medium version, because it's almost like bullfighting, because they're keeping and gauging the distance with that move. I think it's really interesting.
Poke away, stuns racking up. He's going to use Matador turn as well. That could have been punished there, but it could have been punished in the sweep. Lucy's got one of the fastest sweeps in the game, so could be reversal.
Nice. I'm pretty sure she can crouch medium punish that from quite the distance. That button is fast and reaches long. But Akram with the corner control right now. How is he going to fight out of the corner, Snowboy? That throw range always gets me, yeah.
That throw is really good, especially against larger characters. Like, she has kind of a throw loop against larger characters because she doesn't need to move as much.
Speaking of, that was a fake dash into the command grab. It was a fake dash, I believe. He is like -3 or 2 that situation there, but you're worried about the stand hard punch cancel and then taking that damage. So Snoboi took that, identified that he could take a risk there in the game one just to set precedence and take it there. That's interesting. I like how they were spending their meter and just setting the pace. That's good again. But it's not a matter of if, it's when is Akram going to swap over to V-Trigger 2, because he might not want to have that extra V gauge of waiting time. There you go.
Punish on the Buster.
Oh, and that conversion after and straight into the corner, and that looked, that
wanted the frame trap,
was no cancel. No cancel. Unfortunate for him. Surprised with dash. I like when claw players just realize that they can control the match with the standing medium punch, and then Lance finds the jump in. This is really rough with Akram right now.
Walks away again. He can do that. Vega's one of those characters has that luxury. Lucia can actually do it as well. You're looking at some of the characters with the best walk speed forward and backwards in the game, by the way.
I think he has the best walk speed forward.
No, he does, but I'm saying Lucia can actually chase him down as well, because Lucia's got good forward walk speed and she's got decent backwards walk speed as well. It's not as good as, say, Sakura and Vega. They are the two best, I believe, but Lucia's not that far behind them.
Yeah.
Was that an attempted heavy spin for the anti-air?
I don't think so.
So it's just
another throw, though.
Using that crouch beating kick and kick to keep. Snowboy locked in the corner.
I'm going to note that down and ask him, because Lucia is very good at... Her screen carry is fantastic, one of the best you'll see in the game. I wonder if he's got that V-Trigger 1 there just to get out. He won't play with the V-Trigger for damage, he just wants to get out the corner and then play with the real estate behind him. That's a good strategy there, if that is what Snowboy is doing.
I'm pretty sure he, is ready to,
But he's buffering.
Keep up on the V trigger to get out of the corner.
He's buffering the slice edge. If he whiffs the throw, he might be dead. Oh! No!
Oh no! He's gonna get.
But you know who's dead?
He's dead. Yeah, he
that combo was not finished, by the way.
There was definitely more. There was definitely more at that table. So
you could do one more EX move after that. That combo was not finished.
Yeah. And that was like 20% at low health speed, and that's beautiful buffer. She has such a strong buffer game.
Good call out there with the EX ASE, throw invincibility.
And already in the corner.
And he's out
know
again.
that had throw invincibility.
Yeah, the EX slices have throw invincibility for years.
Wow.
I think it's really interesting to see how this can get out of hand really quickly for Snowboy. Like, establishing all that, controlling the neutral, and then just Lucia banging on the Nor like...
Takes advantage of the negative frames, gets that dash out throw. If you get clipped by that Aurora Slice Edge, you're done.
That's true. That super is there, ready. Trying to bait out something like a neutral jump, maybe. With those run stop, and there comes the activation. What's it gonna be?
Throw.
Dangerous to walk too much right now. Any hit from Snowboy can be big.
He's buffering something. He wants that CA hit, because that's the only way he's gonna kill Lucia. Burns that bar, completely expends it. No combo though.
Had the whip punish, but no cancel.
I don't know if he's looking for super there though.
Yeah, that's interesting to know. And those great walks, he's so well adversed at knowing like how and when to do those walks.
He's just buffering. He might buffer the Crimson Terror. No, he might do Crimson Terror instead, but he cancels. That's fine. He had the V-Trigger to cancel it. It is an amazing sweep. I think it's either... Lucia has a sweep that's 1 frame faster than Vega's. Well, obviously, Vega's travel distance is exponentially better. Or I think they're the same startup. It could be that. But so far, wow, I've learned too much in these 2 games that's been played.
Too much data.
Yeah,
Something for Akram to look for is definitely those escape V-trigger activations that will come from Snowboy to slow down when the activation is there and Chloe is cornered. So that's something I want to see him adapt it to his game plan.
Nice pick up. Nice pick up with the tap kick and the conversion into tornado spinner into the strike throw game in the corner. Good wake up buttons. He's out.
Now he's out. Scot-free.
Oh, the instant, I love it. The instant back throw and gets the slide with the fireball.
Do you know what? If he did the light or the medium fireball, the sweep would have worked. The sweep would have worked.
Would have gone over. Yeah, that was great awareness from Akram, just putting it on the ground surface.
Okay, good round there. Activated the V-Trigger 1, got the damage he needed. It's not as explosive as we're saying it is. You'll see one combo eventually, but big damage.
That's gonna be big.
Oh, he decides to
actually making the most out of Vegas damage, even though he's not known for like a lot of damage.
I thought he would have opted for stun, but he didn't. But there it is.
Because he can just start building, you know, for that next round. He has a round to catch up with. So I like when you use the super early when you are not on the deciding round, because you need to catch up kind of. And you build some bar for the next round. The opponent's probably gonna have super if he loses that round.
And that was
Nice.
like such a clear-cut situation where you just want to maximize everything because it was like
Punish. He could have got a much better punish there, Akram, but I don't think he was thinking about it. Could have taken Snowball straight to the corner there. Shimmy again.
Oh, drops the combo.
Take it away.
Nice whiff punish. That was beautiful, actually. But that cannot be easy to do with the standing heavy punch over that stand medium punch.
He is whip punishing, but it has to be, like, the aim has to be to get those knockdowns or straight to the corner, because he done stand fierce to V skill instead of the tackle to get the full conversion.
I love it. He uses that move just to get some more space out of the corner, but he's put back into it now. Akram tries to delay. Snowboi just chilling, waiting maybe for that slide out.
great corner.
No jump
Akram
yet.
is more looking for it now. He's more ready for that right now. There it is.
Now it's a mind game. It's a mind game.
He tried to steal.
Yeah, getting greedy.
Worked out though. Akram didn't convert.
He tried to steal frames. That's called being a frame goblin.
I love it, man. Well, using that.
Right, is he going to try and do Cyclone Spinner and activate? He wanted that to go first for his guarantee. Yeah, there it is.
I love the chase down on the V-trigger.
I also really like how he kind of like walked into the rain to be
dash
buffered
up and do another
to
one.
punish it,
Gonna
but
leave
what's
it?
it gonna be?
Yeah.
Nice patience from Akram. No DP, no nothing. But only has 15 seconds. Has to make something happen.
Well, I mean, if he doesn't jump, I don't think he's won. No, he spent all the
away.
Trying to chip away, yeah.
And yes, the carry, but did not believe in the conversion.
That was supposed to be Hurricane Spinner.
That was DP. That was 100% DP. That was DP. That was 100%.
Oh man, that sucks. That sucks.
That's really hard to sometimes, like, because the angle depends on when Veggey decides to wall jump. It's really hard to see if it's gonna be a cross cut or when do you need to DP. Like, the motions can get really confusing, and that's when you can actually drop stuff like that, which is really unfortunate.
Yeah,
and here comes the V-trigger change. Sorry,
that is true. I think there's
what you might want to know.
Well, you have to remember as well. Lucia's light Hurricane Spinner is just a straight vertical reversal, so it can cover both sides. But I'm pretty sure, like Olvaha and me were saying, I think he was looking for the DP and it just didn't come out. Reverse it, but
yeah, the motion didn't come out, basically. That's what I'm speculating anyway.
No,
because
I
that's happened to me as well.
Yeah, 9 times out of 10, I'm pretty sure that's safe to say. But yeah, no, amazing start, strong start here from Snowboi so far. Playing the
Really
matchup
strong.
correctly as well. Trying to work with so much space in the mid-range and doesn't want to be in the corner for too long. I've noticed he doesn't tech a lot, but again, Lucid to get her damage, she's going to have to hit you with that staggered stand medium punch, get the counter hit confirmed and whatnot. When Akram does put him in the corner, like, okay, by the time he's in the corner, Snowboi's got the V-trigger to get out, and he has to kind of wait a bit because he's trying to get the big damage. But I like how resilient Snowboi is on defense at this point in time. Let's see if the V-trigger does make the big difference.
I feel like his playstyle is going to fit this 3-0 situation really well as well, because he plays Veggey, and Veggey is all about the movement and the spacing and like single hit normals, for example, just chipping on your opponent. So I feel like this is a fantastic position for him to be in. I feel like the character works really well in this kind of situation. But that's just
Yeah, we will see indeed. But again, the neutral is still the same. Gets that buffer into Cyclone Spinner.
Just finds that. I love that with the fireball, but Snowboi is so ready to punish the high fireball with the slide. Tries to find the activation with the V skill. Akram already fighting for his life, kind of.
Now, the difference in these V-triggers is, with V-trigger 1, he could do regular version of Cyclone Spinner and activate to V-trigger. In this one, he has to be X version. There it is.
You know what I like about Snowboi's gameplay as well? He stopped doing Aurora Spin Edge when he's getting near the corner because he doesn't want to move backwards as much as is necessary.
Wow, that was such a high level walk. He did the walk forward, down back, walk forward, throw. That is some high level tactics being displayed right now.
And would you believe he's been playing this game competitively for just about a year?
It's actually
it's like
a lot of sorry.
So it's I was just gonna just say that it's frankly insane.
Stuns racking up here, and he kind of hit. Eventually got okay. He didn't want that. He did not want it, but it worked out anyway. Let me see these fancy Lucia combos.
Yeah, that's what we all want to see.
Damage!
Yeah.
So many hits.
Too lights into the throw.
Let's go.
Not gonna throw again.
Missed something.
Oh, he got caught.
Hit by the classic
no.
corner
Is he going to reset command grab? Oh, he tried to catch a V
He was
shift.
fishing for the jump back.
Is he dead? Flying Barcelona not quite?
Definitely not dead.
Don't overhead, do not overhead. Oh, I said don't overhead. I said don't overhead.
I love it. I love
Man, please, I said don't overhead.
it. He clearly couldn't listen to you, man.
I know, he didn't hear me. He just didn't hear me.
That was amazing.
He couldn't help himself.
A few times with a V-reverse. I wonder if he wants to try and like press heavy punch something, or does he try to V-reversal? But no, it's strange.
That's a throw.
It's the second time now.
Can he
Ooh,
throw
another one
him again? Oh, I thought you were throwing him again. There you go.
Yeah, here we go.
You can overhead him though if you want, but he's dead. Yeah, he should be dead if he gets his combo, right? He's going to build 2 bars. This should be it. There it is.
Oh my god.
Let's see that fancy stuff.
This should be it.
Yo, let's go, Akram. What a way to start evening up the set as well.
The last hit
Photograph
of the tornado spinner. I'm telling you, if you go back, anybody, you can go on YouTube, go back to season 4 and look at her combos and then look at the transformation of her combos now. She couldn't do all of that before. It is fantastic to see. I'm telling you, man, she has some of the most satisfying combos in Street Fighter 5. That's just my personal opinion, though. Non-biased. 3-1 though.
Tries to bait out. Maybe trying to bait out the slide there. I don't know if it might be fast enough to just catch the fireball startup.
What? He walked up with fist? Alright. He was confident in that.
You see things, baby.
Sometimes you just gotta wake up on the right foot.
Oh, he got caught walking backwards, and that low forward is going to pay dividends for Akram a lot in this set because Snowboy's been walking backwards to avoid throws, but right now, he has got the advantage.
Great usage of the V-reversal to punish the move that's maybe even looking that great. I mean, it's still punishable, but that it's a better punish with that V-reversal. Only -4 that V-skill.
Do you know, I feel when Snowboy lands a throw, they just have more impact to them.
Look at this. That's gonna be corner carry, baby.
Oh, he could have done it.
To counter hit.
I think it messed him up, though.
Yeah, that was really weird.
Yeah, because
Now
I think
there's no
Vega's stand likely when you press it, it's a counter hit state. His hurt box is very
and the pattern just the Tom just dropped off. But if he got the hit confirmed, yeah, that would have been a lot more damage.
Watch out for Flying Barcelona.
Right now, though, Claw is so much weaker when this Claw is off, but you have to be ready for the dashes, and they will come.
Dashed.
That is the classic.
And you know what's crazy?
When that Claw is
distance,
up, they go ham.
Yeah, no, it's true. And that distance, I think is very similar, if not identical, to the range his sweep covers. So
yeah,
he could have caught him with the sweep as well. There it is.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he gets it this time. Let's go, Akram.
It's out of the corner. Snowboy though, just establishing the control. Not too much life left on the Claw for this round, and you know the Claw has been important in establishing an early life lead.
Yeah, I totally get it how it's way more hard to make a comeback before
he's teching a lot. He doesn't want to take those throws at that range. I don't blame him. That's going to be stun. It's going to be stun. Come on, grab it. It's done. Oh no.
Oh,
that's better. That's even better.
Dude, Vega does no stun.
He does actually. Oh. Hold on a minute. He's got to hold it. Watch out for that low. Watch out for that low. Yeah, there it is.
Oh, what a buff.
He might be dead. Yeah, he might be dead.
Look at this damage. What do you mean?
Dead. He's dead. Of course he's dead.
What?
Hello?
Great combos. Fair gaming.
Call the cops. Oh, wait.
You don't need V-Trigger 1. No, listen, you don't need V-Trigger 1. V-Trigger 2 does as much damage.
He had to he had to spend the whole resources with V-Trigger 1, right? He might not have to spend as much in X-Bar.
Nah, I still spent 2.
Yeah, he spent 3 there.
Okay.
Missed it.
That's so
that's big. He's not going to build super in time, though, so yeah. Watch out for micro walk command grab. Oh, and he thought that was coming as well.
That was great.
He thought that was coming as well. I thought it was coming. He got hit with the crouch fist buffer into the flying bustler. And there's going to be another guess on top of that anyway. That layered guess. I wonder going to be.
But I wonder if he confirmed it. I'm going to write down and ask him if he does confirm that one, because I think I heard that crouch fist is confirmable.
You can the non-claw one. I believe you can. I know some people that do buffer it because it's flying Barcelona. It's in the corner. You can use it as a frame trap anyway.
That's true.
Yeah.
So you might just do it anyway.
Yeah, for sure.
Because he had a substantial life lead. The worst that's going to happen is that a crosscut was going to miss again.
But I do like how Snowboy is using a lot more command throws than quite a few claws. It's like he has this command throw, he has this speed. Why not use it nice with punish? I like that it's like applying it more. Yeah. That fear is exactly why he won that last round, because he's been using it.
Big damage coming through. Okay, he's going to play it safe. Oh, he could have cancelled.
Damage train, choo-choo all aboard.
Oh my days.
Stun.
2.
That's stun, baby. That's stun and death.
Eyeball into the flipper shot.
Goes for optimal stuff.
Yeah, I love it.
That's no, this is really good. Again, he's had his moments, he's had his rounds, but again, wow, I was about to say who's about to dominate the neutral, but look at that counter poke straight to the corner there.
Gonna go to the corner, baby.
Like 55%.
I just love how like this is really entertaining to watch these highly mobile characters.
Because that is -4.
Spin edge.
Oh, tries to catch both the V-shift and the backdash with that delayed heavy kick.
He might have tried to catch a throw tech as well because
all three really. Yeah, that's a good point. Catch all three.
Watch out.
Okay, a little more. Oh, misses the throw. Did it too early. Now's the activation. Finds the hit, but does not convert.
Too far.
Once again, the medium
closing
spin
in
edge.
on that chip as well. It's gonna be dangerous to stand too close.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Snowboy, because he done it before. I think it was out of respect that he chipped him. Oh, he didn't know if it was going to hit. He didn't know if it was going to hit.
And now that chip is ready, you cannot let him do that. He's going to be trying to.
He's gonna do it. He was gonna do it.
But he doesn't need to now, because Akram definitely wanted to just finish it. And instead, now Snowboy alive with a full stock. Great walks though. Nice slide again. Arbitrary
sweep, but he knows he's catching because again, Akram is trying to maintain a distance. So probably look for Buster Claw or counter poke stand medium punch. And at that point, he's exposing his feet. So
yeah, like you're playing Lucia, who is a highly mobile character. Of course, you're gonna be looking for the slide because that's usually the way they're probably gonna escape your mix-ups. Why walk
the corner? Oh, he's going for a mix-up. Or Burno goes for plus frames instead.
And now has that conversion. Oh, greedily does not cancel into the V-trigger.
No, it's fine because it's only -4, and Veggey doesn't have the greatest -4 punishes, so it's fine.
I agree.
He's dead.
Oh,
yeah, he's dead. He's dead. Just keep it. Play it simple. Play it simple. I think he missed the input. He messed it up. Can he get a grab? He didn't need to.
And the early jump heavy kick again, knowing that Snowboy was ready for the air throw, and then just walks under. So it works out.
Like I was gonna say, that walk under was super cheap.
I don't think that was like super intentional. I think it was just a misinput.
Yeah, exactly. That's what made it more cheap.
I think he just missed the input on his CA, but luckily sometimes rounds will work out in situations like that. In other environments that won't necessarily work out because once you miss your chance, you miss your chance. That's it. But it's 4-2.
Managed to harvest the crops.
Nice, gets the damage. He went for the optimal stuff until he accidentally dropped it as well.
Nice. You know what I like to do after that?
Oh, you
dash. Get the air reset on crouch meaning he can punish the what's it called? What's it called, Jammerz? You know that.
Which one? The burn kick?
The fire move. Yeah,
fire spinner.
Is that what it's called?
It's called fire spinner. People call it burn kick because they just
fire
the
move. Which fire move?
You know? No one
fire
helps.
starter.
No one helps when they say, yeah, the fire move, that one. It's like, all right.
The fire starter.
Straight to the corner we go.
Oh, look at this damage though. And the corner carry is an amazing VG right now.
Like Akram has a good idea about the timing where Snowboy wants to do the V reversal, but he's still missing on a frame or two.
That was amazing.
Oh,
and I think Snowboy missed that meaty.
Yeah.
Or did he intentionally put himself out to get the throw to whiff? Either way, works out. Snowboy back in the lead.
He's still waking up throw a lot though. That's the thing, and he's still getting shimmied for it. And the thing is, Snowboy's playing it extremely safe because he can block a reversal if need be. He's still not.
So many almost meaties.
And Akram is really good at like knowing when to stop, leaving gaps, and going for the true one. He's been getting a lot of mileage with that.
See, he done it again. He's done it again. He's doing a lot of wake up tech. I haven't seen him. I haven't seen him do much confirms on the low forward. It is doable, especially to.
Yeah, probably wanted. Oh, and here comes a mix. Nice, it's rough.
Do not throw. Do not. Wow. He went to throw because I thought Snowball was going to do super, but he comboed in there. You're lucky. Wow. He's not dead?
Wow, that was no damage. Yo, he had decided a long time ago that he was not taking anything on that wake up because he was miles away.
He was like, you know what? I'm gonna let it fly.
I'm going to DP.
No, Akram made the decision.
I'm going to DP.
Snowboy was just like, you know what? No, Snowboy went for a real shimmy. He just went in and then he came out. And he was just like, oh, there you go. That was crazy, but yeah. That was an excellent bait there, and again, you can see who's more committal and non-committal in this matchup. It's difficult because I knew from watching this that yes, Lucia that could have been a punish. Lucia does have good counter pokes, to Vega's like moves, but Vega's the one dictating a lot of things in this matchup, and the way that Snoboi, his playstyle is being illustrated to us.
Oh, once again missing the punish on the V reversal. This time was the fierce version. I mean the punch version.
Heavy punch though.
Somebody said the CA of Vega has no invincibility. It's invincible to throws. You can get it. You can use it against throws.
Damn,
nice with the slide.
That's why when Akram activated and he threw him after that situation before, I was scared that he was going to do it, but he didn't. Straight to the corner though.
Okay, we go to the corner, baby.
DP?
Express train, express delivery.
I love that combo.
Straight to your home door.
I was kind of good for no Snowboy, but he gets put back into the corner. He could maybe have saved the trigger for some kind of activation.
Oh, that's gonna be a punish. Nice. Use the target combo to get the clean punish.
Yeah, and that got buffed as well. You can cancel that into super. I think it's got better range now, I believe, in the final version. She got some good changes.
That's great.
Lucia.
Snowboy has been using that V skill one pretty effectively.
Here we go.
Activation. Chases it down, does not get the catch on also recovery frames.
Do you know what you should try and do? You should probably try and jump at one point. If you're not going to punish it, take those huge plus frames from the jump.
Yeah.
Speaking of the devil.
Oh, wow. Nice interruption. Not dealing with it.
That has been a nuisance for Akram.
Bro, this damage is so good.
Trying to shimmy him again. He's out of the corner
puts
though.
himself
Yeah,
in the corner though. That was not.
He was pretty.
Kind of bet it all on getting that back throw into
for
throw.
Sure.
That throw loop.
Oh, now you're gonna get slid on.
See,
Can't
I'm
pick
not
that
sure
call back
about
up.
this situation here. He can just kind of wait for the command grab opportunity. He can do slide into V trigger. He's not going to do an arbitrary super, I can tell you that much. There it is.
But finds the confirm.
But no, he misses the slide. Wait a minute. No way he's going to lose because of that. No way he missed the slide.
Damn.
Dude,
did he do the slide
incredibly unfortunate.
Did he do the slide too late or too early?
It looked like it was weirdly far away. Further away than I'm used to seeing after that conversion.
I would need to. I would need to.
Maybe
have the
dash
instant. I would need to have the instant replay technology.
Production. Can we get an instant replay?
I mean, you could go on YouTube real quick and find it.
No.
Let's just stream so live.
That's too much trouble.
Wow. Alright, let's see how this goes. He gets the target combo, and her Oki situations haven't gotten better over the years. It's not like the absolute greatest, but again, she's got much better control for the kind of archetype playstyle that she has.
Just missed that fireball, but also got to block on time. That was fortunate for Akram, and here is that beautiful slide. Not being missed that much, so I do think he has an art to it.
Dude, he has a great sense of when to use it. Yeah, I totally agree.
And see though if he's gonna slow down.
Slide again.
Dangerous.
He definitely sniffs that out. That has been hit like every time. That's 100% accuracy on the corner.
Yeah. And you know what? I don't blame Akram because to this day people still get hit by it.
I mean, it's really hard to react when your back is in the corner because it's almost instant in that case.
Oh, what was that? He just looked at roundhouse with that. Did he think he had V reversal?
To stop the EX thing of the wall, you definitely have to mentally say to yourself, it might come if you want to stop it. But after you've seen it a few times, that is something
Damage is coming.
might
Damage
want to look for.
increase. Reset. I'm dead.
Oh, maybe we're gonna kill. Double standing medium punch though takes it anyway.
Okay. Went for the reset because he threw off the mask. If those you don't know, you should know by now. It's standard information. He throws off the mask, he gets more damage. Makes the post-stun combos better in those situations. So he tried to be, or he was reading that scenario. Miscalculation of the damage. I think as well, that maybe Akram needs to be a little bit less stubborn in terms of when he blocks a button, just go straight in with the EX double kicks into the activation. Maybe try and backdash and then do it. Throw him off guard there.
You know what? I don't blame anyone who thinks that's a taunt.
What, the mask?
The mask's throw, yeah.
Is he
such a strong start?
Yeah, see, so right, okay.
Yeah.
So that answers your question because he just buffered it, yeah. He's not dead though. Overhead?
Nice combo.
Yeah, there it is.
I thought he was gonna go for the instant overhead instead.
No? Why would Veggey need to do that if he's got an overhead?
I mean, he's faster though.
Yeah, what, the overhead or the instant overhead?
Instant overhead.
Yeah, I guess so, true. Straight to the corner.
Can react to it. Yeah.
Yeah.
What was that?
Yeah, get gone.
Don't chase him. Don't. Oh, he's trying to chase him. He gets the stun anyway. Take it to the corner. Just take it to the corner. Meatless.
On the other side. Oh no!
That was unfortunate there.
Lost all control right now. Okay. Has to use the V trigger to make it safe.
Now, he doesn't need to overextend, but Akram did. And if he gets hit again, if he gets one hit, that's done. He's trying to shimmy into Super.
Shimmy is so scary. Okay, let's go. Get the cuffs. Get the cuffs.
But, yeah, he's dead.
Get the cuffs!
Yeah, it's definitely a situation where you're going to have to respect a lot if you want to survive with all those forward-moving specials into the V-trigger.
Yeah, but I think
even after activation.
He did dial it back a bit only because he was like, I can kill you if I get this right buffer on the run before the kicks come out. So I think he took a really big chance there.
Look at the standing medium punch. Hello?
Here comes the activation.
Yeah, he caught it walking backwards. Perfect. That's exactly what you want in a matchup like this. Can he get 2 throws? Trying to shimmy him.
Oh, the shimmy as well.
Damn, he literally
I love how he splurged the V-trigger because he sees he's going to get another one. So why not just use it before you get hit, and you might not get that extra one. So that was I like that decision of just going for it. Oh no, that was unfortunate, but fortunate
that was
anyway.
Even more unfortunate.
Yeah. And now the claw is off. I think Akram can always slow down when the claw is off and look for like a whiff punish. At this point, claw becomes really susceptible to counter pokes and whiff punishes.
Oh, that's dead.
That's probably why he starts jumping
and
into the super.
Dude, that jumping is almost like a dive kick sometimes.
If he's not dead, yeah, okay. Is he going to low or he's going to grab him?
Has he decided about the DP?
Yeah, he reaches to this time, so he's got no trigger.
Yeah, doesn't get that. The overhead jump scare.
Yeah, he can't. He's like, I don't know. I don't know what he's seeing. Is he too conscious? Is he too cognizant of the slide? That's why he's not anti-airing, because the situation where he had to anti-air, it's been a hit and miss because it's been flying Barcelona, the regular jump-ins. Yes, Vegas jump hard punch with the claw, jump hard kick, jump light kick as a cross-up. Those are fantastic buttons as well. But I haven't seen him focus any attention to the...
No, it's interesting though that we're back to the lobby because I just saw the score, and since switching V-triggers, it's 4-3. So this 7... Is it 7-3 now, the total score?
Should be 7-3.
Yeah, so that's actually mostly due to the V-trigger 1 pick at the start. So I don't know if you need to swap back, as it has been every other game since then.
That's a good point.
Yeah,
Let's see what he thinks about it.
Good observation there. Excellent call. We'll see. It might be a costume change. It might be a character swap because, again, it's...
Lucia has costumes, right?
Yeah, she has a lot.
She has a lot, yeah.
I don't know
a lot to choose from.
Oh, I don't know where you were going with that. I don't know.
No,
more
I was
or
just,
less,
I would
more
like,
or less
no,
than
no, more. Because my point is that when you go to character select with this kind of a character, there's a good reason for it because there's so much to choose from.
Colleen.
Yo, let's go! And you know, Colleen can fight these neutral characters. As he said, if it's a neutral matchup, a footsies matchup, Akram said, then Colleen is still a beast. And I kind of agree. She has to stand light kick with punishment in this matchup. Buffers with a stand jab as well. There's a lot of stuff to do. Back heavy kick to crush the approach. This is going to be so interesting.
We'll see, but the buttons that Colleen wants to use, I think they're slower than Vegas. So we'll see. But he's going to get knocked down into Parabellum. So. And he's gone with V-Trigger 1. Now, we were talking about the stand light kick activation to V-Trigger 2, and he said, I wish they could do it with V-Trigger 1.
I'm really interested in seeing the V-Trigger 1, yeah.
It got buffed. It did get some good changes.
Nice interruption. Goes for the V-skill to get some more V-bar.
He's waiting to build it. Yeah, he's not going to activate it here. Yeah, he'll activate it now, though.
I like the patience from Akram.
Nice. Trip guard. No full conversion to converts on the crouching medium kick.
That's one of the buffs as well.
And you keep the momentum while dashing, right?
All right, look forward. Full combo here. Stun is racking up another slide to close things out. Can we get a shimmy? Yes. There it is.
Beautiful throwback.
And this is it. That's been the tail of the tape. Most of Snowboi's wins, or his abundance of damage, has come from that situation. Gets a knockdown so close, but he's got the walk speed to get out of range and really perplex Akram on defense.
I like that. Crush jab over. Oh, nice. Finds the crush. This is the situation where she used to do like a lot more than that in damage, right? So I can see.
Parry's still there, so.
That's true. But I think it's 40 less damage and 80 less stun. But it doesn't matter right now because this is Akram's round using that standing light punch activation.
That's fine.
No, but still.
It's annoying. So if you can't, if you can't catch the punish, then just like take advantage of the situation because he's not going anywhere.
And there's all, yeah,
that was definitely EX. Doesn't matter. Gets the conversion from the jab into the sweep. Boom, boom, boom. What's it gonna be? Tries to shimmy again.
Oh, this is
that's
gonna
gonna be a lot
Please
of
don't get
damage.
shimmied again. Okay, takes one throw.
Oh my days.
Oh, he tried to come on.
what
Good button press. That was a fantastic button press because if
That
he
was
didn't press that button,
amazing.
I reckon that Kamanga would have worked. And they would have taken that round there. So
I think so too. Do we think alike right now, Jammerz? Oh no, Anti-air, but gets the walk under anyway.
I mean, you did qualify for the cup. So
Oh yeah. Oh, wow. There's the throw. Been waiting for it.
Did
And the
want that.
overhead?
No, he
No,
didn't
that
want
was
that.
a
He didn't want
cross media kick. I'm telling you, man. That was definitely a cross media kick. But the
But
walk
it worked in the
over
situation.
Shimmied again.
this interruption with a 3-frame. He really wants the V-trigger because he's giving up a lot of corner and damage going for just the V-skill. So.
That's fine. I just haven't seen him commit to any anti-air from Vega's jumps. And I'm not sure
Yeah,
he's going to do a
that's
heavy frost touch to counter anyway. So poke again.
Crashing face should work unless it's like a cross-up range and
He's not
doesn't have the best cross.
Nice walk under.
Do you know what he's doing? He's doing the 4 fills. 4 fills does it all the time. So if he prefers to do that and get a full combo, then fine.
For sure, and here comes the activation with the run if he wants to. No run.
That was a
French
slick
trap.
V.
Wow.
That was a slick V reversal to avoid the first part of the V trigger.
The thing is, I think he could have punished it.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
I think he could have done it, but again, not sure.
I'm not sure if he realized that in the spur of the moment. So
Or maybe he just saw it and just said, you know, I'm not taking that risk because obviously we're not going anywhere. It was still trapped in the corner anyway.
Right.
But
you're still trapped in here with me.
I like the fact that the second time round he got the frame trap.
Hello.
Does that, so okay.
Instant counter pick.
Stop the press.
I mean, I respect it. I mean, what, he could pick Nash. I don't think he's going to go with his Mika.
Colin can jump on Nash a bit though.
You reckon?
And those jumps hurt. I reckon, yeah. Far jump, heavy kick to go under the cross medium punch or over or whatever, sideways it.
Well, I mean, Nash got 12 anti-airs and only like 2 of them work. So
No, it depends on
But bro,
distance.
imagine if the anti-airs actually worked, then how would you approach the
Well,
character? He has to have weak anti-airs.
Yeah.
It is just designed to
That
be
would
jumped
be that would be ridiculous.
Colin
Well, yeah.
Mirror? Nah, that would be sick though. Allow me some food. Cease.
let's find out. What is it going to be? Chun-Li.
Lee.
Okay.
That's not a good match for Colleen. That's one of those matches that make you not want to play Colleen. But it depends now. How good is that Chun-Li compared to that Colleen?
I'm telling you, for someone who's played in less than a year, he plays more characters than me.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. He's a very fast learner. I need to ask him
Yeah, it must
if that's
be.
something he is in all aspects of life. Ooh.
Yeah.
Crouch Fierce. Needs to get that Crouch Fierce buffer on that. Nice usage of the jump heavy kick. Knows that
So-
Chun-Li can't really anti-air against good far jumps.
Yeah, I'm just wondering. Okay, he's got the combos. There's one, that's fine. Let's with throw tech again, just good information. And Akram has gone with Vijay
Nice.
2, and he goes for
There's
it,
the
yes.
stand light kick activation he talked so highly about.
Let me see if he can. Yeah, that's safe on block.
There you go. I love me.
Nice, Leja. We're gonna see some throw loops. No, he wants to save it for the conversion. Nice, takes that throw. Oh, another nice
trade
one.
so much.
But I mean, he could have gotten the stun had he gone for the heavy
Wow,
parabellum.
wait.
That was interesting, but he goes for a racing walk up. Wow,
Dude, that
Akram
was-
is really feeling that one right now.
I'm actually
was
surprised that Spinenberg had that much invincibility, it avoided one of the hailstorms. I didn't think it would avoid it. I think get the hit, but I didn't think it had that much invincibility, so good
Yeah,
stuff
I'm
there.
surprised he didn't get hit on the way down at all.
And what a nice dash under.
I love this Colleen play right now.
Yeah, this is some gourmet stuff. We don't get to see Colleen that much, so it's really nice when we do. Essential activation.
Well, only Kawano and Akram played this character anymore.
I mean, Nephew still does as well. Still said.
That's true. That's
He's got a
Oh, he
loop,
does?
but yeah, I think it's more so Luke nowadays, but I think he's still got his Colleen.
Nice interruption with the crouch medium kick.
Oh, he could have.
Ooh.
Was he too far to get the EX legs?
Maybe. Nice, another throw. Has one more.
I remember.
Tries to go for that that low check on the potential walk back.
Do not whip a button.
I love how he's using the EX hailstorm. I want to see more of that.
It's really dangerous, but you know, there's an easy whiff punish with stand light kick for Colin on that button.
Got him.
Wow, what a confirm. Beautiful. He's a confirmer as well. 1 year, he confirms. He plays 10 characters. What does this guy not do?
Multi-talent genius.
Hey man, we need more people like that.
Yeah.
We need more people like
Very,
that.
very impressive. Very impressive.
But Akram saves his bar. He can go for an EX Parabellum conversion if he gets it. He just needs to find the right position and not get hit in the face by that office shield.
Shoulder cross.
That's the range where crouch burst would have worked before, but it just doesn't work anymore.
Oh,
yeah, it's
hold
not-
on.
yeah.
That's a sneaky one. Sometimes you gotta watch out for Chun-Li's.
Oh, he might come
that
back.
drop.
He didn't go for the 50.
Yeah, nice. You know what? But I like that it didn't activate because he now gets to get in for free once.
I really like
That's
that.
throws. That means
great.
target combo. No, waiting for that EX reversal. Not coming. Nice. He's pestering with buttons.
Okay.
That's unfortunate.
I didn't know he played Chun-Li, but it looks like
It looks
it's,
really good for a moment there for Akram there. I definitely did not see that. Going
Yeah,
the
no,
way it
listen,
did.
again, he's had a lot more years under his belt using, I imagine he's had a lot more years under his belt using Colleen as opposed to Lucia, but again, they're both at tip-top shape. There's a reason why he was in the regional final for his World Warrior. But yeah, I didn't know Snoboi played a bit Chun-Li, but it looks like, however long he's been playing the character, looks like he's coming along quite nicely. That's good to see.
I like that Akram is staying with a Colleen. It was beautiful watching it. Oh, nice. Crushed back. And that's so good for Colleen because she can really build that V-trigger fast if she gets a couple of crushes. So it's not too easy. Nice
Oh, I
activation.
love it just passing through the fire.
That happens online with Colleen. It's a weird.
Get it,
Nice.
yeah, the classic, and now your V-trigger's gone.
Oh, once again.
He's got his V-trigger ready. Watch out for the Hizanshu. I think you can do, right, he's not trying to do a mid-parry. I think you can do a mid-parry against that.
It might be actually a high parry. But
Is it a high?
Wow.
I think it's a mid because it lands on the floor, Veggey.
Yeah, maybe it's a mid, but you know, for instance, like Honda headbutts and stuff is at least a
Yeah,
high.
that's not because he's airborne.
Yeah, probably. But
You know what?
since she lands on the floor, you might be right.
It's something I'm going to check later. I will check that.
Yeah, but
No
crowd.
challenge on the jump.
No anti-air, really. That's been a big thing.
That's been a little bit on the lacking side for sure.
Yeah. Might not trust it that much anymore, though, with that nerf to the backer box.
The fear is instilled.
See, I don't think that's such a great activation.
Yeah, but he got position advantage where he needs it. Still walking away, though. He's been 50-50 with catching walk back, yeah.
Oh, nice confirm, though. He definitely has those.
Catch fist.
Oh, it's just weird. It's really awkward to use that anti-air. I don't know why it was changed.
That's unfortunate.
Oh,
like the
we lost
moment
the
he
shot.
started using it, instantly just side switch. That's so.
He could have converted.
Yeah, stand like it.
Still one more chance.
Well, I mean, if
No whip punish.
One more chance. No.
you know what?
Super, but it's a 40 frame confirm. It's kind of hard.
So you have to buffer it then.
Yeah,
Basically.
But it is confirmable, but very hard. And now chip away for Snoboi.
Get Snowball to spend the meter. Just get him to spend
Yeah,
the
I
meter.
think so too. Don't let him start with a full stack.
Oh,
Just block.
Oh
my god! What a confirm from Akram! Wow, beautiful.
He got it. He did the
I
snipe.
can't believe it. That was so sick.
Yo.
At the last moment, look that. It looked so clear for Snowboy to take that. I don't
That
know.
was very good. That was very good.
That was
Yeah,
insane
Sorry.
clutch. Insane
We're
clutch.
just like, bro, just die. It's like, no, I don't want to die.
No,
I got another fight in me.
Well, look,
I'll show you what my back heavy kick
respect
can
it
do.
because if it like we said, it looked like it was bleak. He could just take the round, get Snowball to chip in with the meter, and then go into the next round. But he said, look, you know what? I'm just gonna do snipe kick into the CA, take that game there. 8-5.
Nice challenge on wake up as well.
Oh, you just that dash for extra
Already the
spin carry. That
yeah.
was beautiful.
Sneaky.
Oh, you seen that?
No anti-air.
I mean, I understand.
First
Just
time
doubting his anti-air.
My man said the one time he counted is the one time it missed.
Yo! So afraid to anti-air, just does not trust it. Doesn't have any muscle memory, just finds a beautiful jump in. Overhead.
Okay as well.
Activation's coming. He's walking back in court.
You know what?
I mean, it happens to me. It happens so much to me online too, never offline. I think it's something. There's something there. It's super.
Do you
Now
know,
the
I'm
fart was
I'm very surprised that he just didn't spend the bar to go to the
Nice back throw.
nice frame trap. Or meaty, sorry.
I was gonna challenge the decision, but it worked out. But I feel like when he had half of V-trigger 2 ready, Snowboy could not throw a fireball. It would have been death by super. He gave away a win condition, but got the win anyway. Akram didn't.
Oh, again, he's still trying.
Dude, those parries have not been working for Akram. Let me just say that.
Couple of drops though. He's dropping the spinning bird kick part, Snowboy, and that's the biggest part, the most crucial part to drop.
Yeah, I mean, that's where you get the heaviest punish if you miss it.
Yeah. Nice. Great point, guys.
Low forward, no activation though.
No confirm. Nice
That's
air
me.
throw.
I can do that too.
Is he going to throw him? Oh, he tried. I think he
A
did try.
challenge is the V-trigger 1, dude. Akram has some nuts.
I mean, did you not see that that back hard kick into Super he did before?
Yeah, I did, but I still surprises me.
No hitbox Chun-Li. Oh, he tries to get the stand light.
Can she not do a stand medium punch into EX Parabellum against the stand fierce when it whiffs? It looks like you did.
Stand fierce, yes, but not the stand heavy kick.
Okay.
The heavy kick, you have preemptively do something.
Oh, okay, confirm from Akram.
Oh, he spins the bar for the damage. Yeah. That used to be like 40%, now only 35.
Colleen players in chat.
Well-timed V-shift there from Akram to avoid the throw situation. Good conversion here from Snowboy as well. Can he build on this momentum? Still pressing buttons there.
Oh, he tried to look for it. The spacing wasn't there for Snowboy. Wow.
Everything working out
that just worked out. Now. Yeah, that just worked out. There was no patience in that last couple of seconds there from Akram, because if he was just a little bit patient and decided to assess the situation a little bit more calmly, I reckon he could have got an anti-air or stopped something, because that spinning bird kick hit him and it didn't even combo. So that's just how tense the situation is for the both of them. And again, like you said, works out for Snowboy.
I just read in chat that Colleen damage was never high. I'm just like, what? Colleen damage was mad high.
I mean, it was, I don't know, whoever said Colleen's damage was never high. I don't know when they were playing, but...
That's a good point. Never know. Oh, the walk back. Knows it was out of range for the jump in. What a start from Akram. Throw another one. Can he get another one? No, he doesn't even know. Nice. What a beautiful wheel back.
Oh no! Classic.
I love it. Shout out to that guy. He's funny.
And he got him with the icicle step. There you go. Looking to make that comeback.
Dude, Akram is like, don't call it a comeback.
Just waiting there. Okay, yeah, just being very wary, very attentive towards that stand hard kick.
Now, I think after the first stand heavy kick, that's when you should try the crouch fierce too. That's what he's been doing, so many doubles. I feel like that's a great opportunity to find a hit. Nice, already make the throw.
I don't think that's what he wanted.
Hello.
Yeah,
anti-air hail. Nice anti-air. That was the correct angle. Everything is.
It was like the age of crouch. The age of crouch fierce is over. Long live the EX hail anti-air.
There's a big trigger.
Too active right now, Akram. Snowboy is definitely cashing out on that activation, on that activity.
He's got the execution as well, it seems.
The activation.
Has to block it out.
Yeah, but he's learned. Oh, he tried to get the punish.
Okay.
The roll spear.
You're gonna finish that plate. I see you. I respect you.
No, do you know what? I respect the attempt in using the frost spear to try and whip Punisher heavy, because it's got, again, travel distance is amazing. And he got Snowboy to spend the bar. Even if it didn't work out, he got to spend the bar. This is match point here, or set point here for Snowboy.
Could have got more with a stand heavy kick.
You gonna V-reversal again? V-reversal? Yep.
That's good. That activation won't come early now.
Got it!
Finally on your knees!
Dude, that parry hits different.
Yeah, you need to delay that V-shift if you want to get a V-shift on it. But there was no complete conversion from Akram, and he's kind of selling out with that. He needs to scroll down. He has life lead. Not so much anymore.
No, that's it. That's it. That's it. He's going to build the CA. This is going to be it if he doesn't drop the combo. And there you have it.
That was so clean.
I said it's back to school. Textbook pickup. The 101 on how not to fall for the throw bait.
Photo shoot finish.
But yeah, there you have it. Ladies and gentlemen, there's two characters on the screen this time. Not one, it's Veggey and Chun-Li for Snowboy. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, you see those GGs in the chat. Hopefully you enjoyed that exhibition. We got to see a variety of characters, some matchups that we seldom see nowadays for the game in its closing stages. But yes, good performance from a man that's only been playing for just a year. Crazy, huh? He puts the rest of us to shame. Insane indeed. But yes, what we are going to do while you guys are relishing in the moment and supporting your boys in the chat, we're going to take a break, and when we come back, we're going to have Snowboy and Akram on the other side to discuss things about the character choices, the matchup, as well as some closing questions as well. So we're going to take a break, and we'll see you in a couple of minutes.
EX Heart Raid.
Showtime! 手加減は期待しないでくれ。
monsters in a giant stampede. They attack the village in a frenzied rage. Nobody knows why this happens, but it came close to wiping out our village last time.
Man, that looks good.
Wow, we're psyched!
All of us, everyone in Kimura, we've all been training for this moment for our entire lives.
We need you to protect Kimura Village.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to tonight's episode of Sets featuring Akram and Snoboi. If you are just joining us, the set is concluded. Go on the YouTube channel or rewind the Twitch archives. You can catch the archives of the first to 10 there. I'm sure somebody will timestamp it so you can enjoy the character variety as well as the ending scoreline. But as you can see, that is what the scoreline is next to me. It was 10-5 to Snoboi. So let me find out. Snoboi, Akram, can you guys hear me once again?
Yes.
Perfect. So, Snowboy, congratulations on winning that set. Yeah, this. I mean, I can tell how your growth has gone in so quickly in a short space of time that you're just coming on shows and just winning sets and coming out almost qualified for the cup. Crazy. But I do want to ask you. Now, when you were playing Akram's Lucia, you picked V Trigger 1. Now, I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure you can tell me the reason why you picked V Trigger 1. I thought one of the reasons was because Lucia can corner you so quickly, you can use the V Trigger to get out and then you can walk away again. Am I right in assuming that, or was there another reason why you picked V Trigger 1 against Lucia?
It's mainly because V Trigger 2 is terrible, so it's not really usable in any matchup. And having V Trigger 1 for the fireballs and jumps is really nice.
Okay, why don't you think V Trigger 2 is usable? Because I think, what's his name? The Korean Vega player.
Lizard.
Yes, Lizard. He uses V Trigger 2 a lot. I mean, why do you think V Trigger 2 is not usable?
The follow-up move whiffs at range, so from like stand medium punch, if you whiff punish something, it won't combo, and you're like -50, so it's pretty bad.
Okay.
The parry is 3 frames, so it won't punish a lot of stuff.
It's not used to that as well.
It's not that good in my opinion.
Okay, no, fair. That is completely fine. Now, what is your general strategy against Lucia when you go into a matchup like this? Any Lucia, not just Akram's Lucia, just any Lucia you see with Vega.
Just keep poking with standing medium punch, hope I don't get hit by a buffer, and try to air grab as much as possible on the jumps.
Nice. Okay. Even if it's the because Veggey noticed this as well. Even if it's early jump roundhouse, does the air throw catch early jump roundhouse, or do you just?
Yeah, if you're quick enough, it should win.
Okay, no, I like it. Simple and effective strategy.
Okay, my follow-up question to that is that like using the air throw as much as possible in air-to-air situations. Is that like a go-to strategy for you, like against all characters?
Yeah, like unless it's like Cammy or Falk or that kind of character, I try to always use the air grab because it does more damage than his other anti-airs and you get Oki.
Oh, right.
Okay, no, I love that. Now, Akram, what about you? What is your strategy going into the Vega matchup from your perspective?
Basically, exactly the opposite. That's what he said. So try to counter poke him with the crouching medium punch and hope it will hit. Because he basically has the upper hand on the ground. I can't really deal that well with the standing. Like I have a really good answer, so I basically have to preemptively stuff it.
Okay.
Do you have any non-cancelable normals that will beat it consistently?
No.
Okay.
No, I think what was he using? Crouch medium punch, stand medium punch, I think.
Standing heavy punch beats it pretty clean, but it has a lot of recovery frames, so I can't really whiff it like that. When I press stand heavy punch, I'm sure that's.
Okay. No.
So other than this, I have nothing.
Well.
Sure.
That sounds difficult. Now, you did make the switch to Colleen
Yes.
at some point. Why did you go with V Trigger 1, Colleen, instead of straight to V Trigger 2?
Because I don't really need the stun light kick against Claw. Like, I don't feel like I need it that much, so it's better to corner Claw. Like, it's a lot better than pressure Claw. Make him very versatile, very shift, stuff like that. It's in my opinion, it's better than the random dash in throw, stuff like that. But I switched when he picked Chun.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah. We noticed that. I think it was just mainly with the Vega matchup. We know you picked you swapped V triggers, but when you swap the character, it's like, oh, okay, you're picking the V trigger that said, oh yeah, it did get buffed, obviously V trigger 1, but it's like we haven't really seen much use of it. So I wouldn't expect any Colleen player, the ones that are remaining, to pick V trigger 1 against Vega.
I think better in. I can corner him. I can a bit more versatile than V trigger 2, in my opinion, against Claw.
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, because both your characters are very good at cornering the opponent, so as long as you get the corner, I think it's all fine there. And you can play the simple strike throw game, which you're very good at. I mean, you're very persistent with your pressure. I loved it. Your low forwards were pretty on point as well. I think we saw a couple of accidental inputs that worked out in your favor with the overhead, but I mean, like we can take that and call it a day. And then obviously you showed us the flashy combos as well. But yeah, no, I think you exhausted a lot of the options that you could do until, you know, Veggey just played the matchup and started winning it. So well played there. Veggey, you had a question you wanted to ask Snoboi about a buffer, I think it was?
Yes, but I think we got the answer. I was wondering if you were trying to confirm the crouch heavy punch when you had that Oki in the corner when you didn't have claw, or if you just always canceled because you get a follow-up kind of like mix-up. Do you ever try to confirm
it? But you can, but I usually just cancel.
You just cancel, yeah. So you just get more out of it, yeah.
I wanted to ask Snoboi specifically about his usage of the medium spin edge. So, I think I noticed you stopped using it when you were starting to get closer to the corner behind your back. Is that something you did intentionally because the move moves you back, or is it just something that I was kind of trying to see there?
Not really. Usually when I get to the corner, I just try to focus to get out immediately.
Right.
I like wall jump or whatever, so I just use buttons and I stop using that.
Right.
Okay,
this is more like general, but when it comes to claw, do you think it's correctly balanced that he loses his claw at the end or after taking a lot of damage block? Or do you think that is actually... Do you think he would be significantly stronger if he never lost the claw or could pick it back up?
He would be that much better, but I don't think he should lose it.
You don't think he should lose it, period? He should just manually take it off like the option with the mask?
He just gets so much weaker when he loses the claw, like he's just a different character.
Would you trade that for a more with punishable stand medium punch, but everything else the same on it?
Yeah, sure. I would.
Be careful about what you say. I mean, standing medium punch is like the best button ever, so I'm not sure you'd...
I feel like a lot of game plans against Claw need to be revolved around making him block a lot so that he loses the Claw early.
Yeah.
But it's hard if you can't really beat out, like... With Birdie, I use jab a lot because he can beat out the stand medium punch, right? And then he loses the Claw early. But I can see that it's rough to force that loss of a Claw when you don't have a button that kind of like stuffs it.
Well, I mean, like, it just, for me, it just doesn't have enough recovery. I think, like, the spacing everyone has is fine. It's just when you have to gravitate towards, like, focusing on that button, and it just doesn't quite work out. And then some people can cancel into a move, and then their special, unfortunately, whiffs. So it's a very hit and miss in those situations as well. But that is his go-to poke, because I don't think crouching medium punch... Snoboi, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think crouching medium punch has the exact same range as stab medium punch. And then his other poke,
slightly less.
Yeah, and then his other poke, which has got exponential range, is severely punishable under the right circumstances in forward hard punch. So, I mean, like, he has to poke away with something.
I feel he needs that stand medium punch. I feel like when he loses the stand medium punch, he kind of lost the round if he doesn't have a life lead. But that might just be me, though.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, the character, in general.
I mean...
It looks really rough to get back into it.
There's also as well, it's like picking up items. I think they just didn't want that from 4, because obviously you could pick up the knife with Cody and 4, and it's like there's nothing you can drop and pick up. It's once it's dropped, like that's it. I think at this point it was just a like an old school tradition sort of thing. So it's like if Veggey loses the claw, like that's it. But then in the long run, especially with how aggressive some of these characters can be, and then he's blocking all the time, and it's like, oh, risk reward, he loses the claw, and but again. Because it's 2 stances now. Everything's not it's not encapsulated into one style. It's 2 stances. So
true.
Nice.
Jammerz,
it could
Jammerz, how do you feel about Poison losing her whip if she takes damage?
I'd still kick you regardless. I'd still kick you regardless. That's it.
True.
What else do you want? If you gave me a crouch fist that was maybe plus 500 on block, we could deal with that. But
no,
we're not getting that.
Want that.
No,
maybe all weapons should be droppable.
That is the other side. That's the other side of the story. That is the other side. That's the other suggestion. It's like, oh yeah, okay. If everyone has a weapon, but then it's like, okay, so Manat drops her crystal ball.
Yes, please.
I mean, if you hit Cody hard enough, he loses the pipe. I know he can throw the pipe at you, but yeah. Or what? You think Falk drops the staff?
Yes, please.
That would be so nice.
I mean, it could be thinking. Snowball, what do you think? Do you think every weapon-based character should lose their weapon if they get hit hard enough?
Falk and Poison shoot.
Wow.
sure.
Okay. That was such a biased opinion.
That is based.
Akram, what about you? Do you think every character with a weapon should lose it if they get hit hard enough?
No. No.
See, he's
no
thinking about the integrity of the game.
I just think it would be fair to Claw if every weapon holder kind of had the same issue. Just to be fair to Claw, no other reason, Jammerz.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Drop the crystal ball.
You lot are trying to insinuate something. I don't know. Look, I'm not a Veggey player. Snoboi chose this life, not me. I don't make the rules.
So Dalsim should lose its limbs, something like that?
I mean, that's part of his body. He doesn't necessarily...
Yeah, like, how would you do that?
I mean, he's Dalsim. I'm pretty sure he can figure out some sort of magic trick or wizardry.
Peggy 18.
But, yeah, Snowball, I wanted to ask as well, because I didn't know you played Chun-Li either. That was pretty impressive. Chun-Li, how long have you been playing Chun-Li for?
A couple months.
Okay. What made you want to pick Chun-Li there? Is it a straight counter pick thing, or you like, nah, I just like her combo extensions as well? What was the reason?
Nah, she's just really brain dead and super strong.
Wow. I'm down with the honesty.
I agree.
I mean, listen, I like the honesty. I like how candid you are. But, I mean, does she get the job done? Then why are you not maining Chun-Li then? Why didn't you make a transition? You haven't been playing that long, so I'm surprised you didn't make a full-time transition from Veggey once you realized how amazing Chun-Li is in the neutral.
I don't find Chun that fun. I find Vega a lot more fun, so that's mainly why.
Understandable.
Well, I mean, okay, let me ask you this. What is fun about Vega then? It can't be pressing Stampede Punch all day.
His walk speed.
His walk speed?
Yeah, I love the walk speed.
So, let me ask you this. Are you, from the little time, is Street Fighter V the only fighting game you've played? Am I right in saying that? Have you played another fighting game?
I played SF4 and a 3DS, but not any other.
3DS? Wow.
Yeah.
Damn, if anyone's played Street Fighter 4 on the 3DS, then you know. If you haven't, go look it up. You'll see how amazing Guy was in that game. That was fantastic.
On the 3DS as well?
Yeah. Are you a guy that just genuinely likes movement characters, Snowboy? Is that correct?
Yeah.
It looks like it. I could be wrong.
Yeah, I like characters with good movement.
Because you've got the Vega, you got the Nash. You're definitely someone who doesn't like to sit still. I can tell you that much.
Okay. I want to ask. What would it take for you to play a character with slow walk speed? Would there be a trade-off that you would accept?
Yeah, they would need something to compensate for it. Like a really good fireball or really good dash or other specials.
Yeah.
Like Nash, for example.
Don't you play Colleen?
Yeah, I play some Colleen.
Fair. Veggey, you got any other questions you want to ask the guys?
I kind of want to hear this conversation continue with Colleen, so... What did you mean by that, Akram?
He plays Colleen, she's pretty slow, like she doesn't move.
Yeah, but she has that dash though.
Yeah, 17 frames. Not that
I mean, 17 frames is decent enough, mate.
He plays Vishuga 1 too, so...
Yeah, he's going real fast.
Anyway, Snowboy, you learned this game in a year, not really a fighting game player from before. What do you think? Is it like, do you learn everything in life really fast, or did this one thing just click for you? Did you read about it? How did you go from nothing to top 8 World Warrior in a year?
I watch the game quite a bit outside of playing it, and I'm usually a pretty quick learner with most things.
Oh. Okay, do you just like to consume things in general? So is there something you really want to go out of your way and learn? And it's like, I will go and do this, and then you because you look like you apply things very quickly as well, because there's learning, and then there's the application process, and some people suck at the latter. It looks like you're not in that bracket there. You look like you learn pretty quickly. So is it just something when you're just curious about learning something, you just go out and learn it quickly and apply it to whatever it is you need to do, or?
Yeah, like I just get obsessed with one thing for a little while and just get invested in that.
Wow, damn, you are definitely, if you keep playing fighting games, you are definitely going to be a scary player. It's like, oh, I figured out how you play. All right, cool, you're done.
Boy, promise me to play a top tier in Street Fighter 6, okay?
I will.
Nah, I don't think he will. I bet you any money. He'll get luck of the draw. Like our last guest, luck of the draw. We'll see. But no. Speaking of which, no, that was fantastic to see there as well. Now, Akram, is Chun-Li a solid counterpick to Colleen?
Actually, yes. She's one of not Lucia. Lucia too, actually. So that's a bad matchup for Lucia. But she's one of the worst matchup Colleen has. Like, the fireballs, the standing heavy punch. Even though like I did not play well against that, like he was doing standing heavy punch and I wasn't doing anything about it, even though I can. So that's on me. But yeah, she's a really solid character against Colleen. Pretty tough matchup, but I can do things.
Okay, and there was another thing. Me and Veggey were curious about this. I'm not sure if you were going to do this or you just forgot about it completely. When Snoboi was doing Hazanshu, Hazanshu takes a while to get to you, obviously if you're looking for it. Can Colleen do the mid parry and counter it, or does she have to do the high one?
It's the high parry, I think.
I'm
not sure. Don't quote me on this. I'm not too sure, but I think it's the high. I tried it one time. It didn't come out, so we will never know.
Nah, I'm going to try it later in trainer mode. It's bugging me now. I'm going to try it out later in trainer mode.
I think it's the high parry.
Okay, we'll see. But I'll definitely confirm that after when I've done it myself, because I always like to test things out myself. Yes. But no, that was really good to see. I mean, you look like you wanted to close things out with Colleen against the Chun-Li. At any point, did you feel you were going to go back to Lucia, or is it better to play Colleen against Chun-Li than it is Lucia?
Honestly, I was really surprised at how good was his Chun. Like it wasn't like that before. He got a lot better in a short amount of time. So I was surprised, and I was like, yeah, nah, with Lucia it won't cut it either. I have to beat him with Colleen right now. So nah, I wasn't going to go back to Lucia.
Okay. Do you think the set would have been different if you didn't decide to try and showcase Lucia's V-Trigger 1 to us? Because I think you only got maybe one.
Yeah, it was a mistake. I should have done it like one game or two, not three. Like I lost 3 straight at the beginning. It would not have been real different, because in the end it still would have been the counter pick fest. Like it still would have picked Chun, and then I would have tried to beat him with Colleen, and maybe I would have gone back to Lucia. I don't think so, but maybe, and he would have gone back to Chloe if that worked.
I mean,
so yeah, it was tough.
This is just the life you chose, I suppose. It's how it is. And to be fair, I think that both of you know this just as well as us three do. Is like this has turned into a very like counter-picking game. So if you don't have that hard counter, then you're just gonna struggle in a lot of matchups there. And it looks like
one thing I was thinking of doing was switching to Jury. That I was thinking about it.
Oh, have you been playing Jury much recently, or?
Not really. You know, I didn't play Jury a lot, but she does a lot better against Shun than my 2 other characters. So
okay, I mean,
I thought about it. Then I was like, yeah, nah. No, I don't have. I'm too rusty.
No, fair play. Now, one thing I wanted to ask you as well, because Akram, you are from, is it Switzerland?
Switzerland, yes.
Okay, just so I get it right, because my geography is terrible. Your scene isn't really playing 5. You're like one of the last representatives of the game. Were people just tired of the game, or like did they just fall out of love with it? What was it? Why are you one of the last standing people playing Street Fighter 5?
Well, they didn't really like it from the get-go. So most players didn't really enjoy Street Fighter 5, and then once it developed into a really good game, in my opinion, either they were gone because they didn't like it at first, and they did not give it a second chance, or they stopped playing because they had stuff to do in life and
fair
things like this. So yeah, I'm basically one of the last Swiss player, but there is a couple of new faces that showed in the Swiss community, so I'm pretty happy about that.
Yeah, that's good. And are they planning to come back for SF6? Some of the returning Swiss players?
Yes, they are.
Or?
Yes,
okay,
yes.
Perfect.
Which ones?
I'm pretty sure Veggey is gonna play the game. I'm sure about it, and some other old faces, like I'm not sure you know them, but yeah, just take my word for it. They gotta come back for SF6.
The Akuma player? What was his name again?
Sunkin.
No, the other one, the one for Street Fighter 4.
I don't remember him.
I don't remember him either, actually.
It was like 2011 last time I saw him, so.
Yeah, no,
I didn't come for a long time.
Yeah, I wasn't there. I don't think he's coming back. Or if he is, he's gonna be on the. It's gonna be hidden or something like that.
Okay, well, now we'll see. That's good to know.
Yeah, just one thing about Switzerland. It's like we have like 4 different languages, so it's pretty tough to communicate between us.
No
and,
way! I had no idea. Wait. So wait, what?
Yeah.
What languages do you guys speak in Switzerland?
It depends. Well, in the middle of Switzerland, they speak German, and in the south, they speak Italian. My side, so near France, we speak French, obviously, and the other side they speak like a mix between German and Italian. It's dialect, something like that.
Do you learn any unified language to communicate in the country, like German or French?
We speak English. That's why. That's why I'm
English,
talking
baby.
in English right now.
Bible, Croydon, baby.
No, do you know what? Akram, if you didn't tell me that, I would have been ignorant for that my whole life. I'm so glad you taught me something new about Switzerland.
I knew that, but yeah.
Shut up! You did not know that.
No, you didn't.
Right.
Stop trying that. Cool.
I did.
Anyway,
how did you not know that, though, Jammerz?
Snowboy, what about you? The Dutch scene has been a bit quiet, because you are one of the. I think you are one of the few left that are playing. Are the guys just basically done, or did you communicate with them much at all, or?
Nah, I kind of started playing after everyone already quit. So it's kind of.
He came into a barren wasteland before he found Discord. Okay, no, fair. Do you have any idea if any of the guys are planning to come back to 6, or just not in any contact with them on a Discord server or anything at all?
No idea.
Okay, fair. Well, hopefully a ton of these guys are going to come back and play Street Fighter 6. But speaking of Street Fighter 6, have you guys got any remaining SFI questions to ask, or do you want to move on to?
No, we can move on.
Cool. All right, so
move on, baby.
Let me ask you both, Akram and Snowboy, have you played one of the 2 betas that have come out for Street Fighter 6?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I played the latest beta.
Sweet. All right. So Snowboy, we'll ask you first. Your general impressions on the game, and have you got any hopes and concerns, or concerns for Street Fighter 6?
I didn't like it that much. The drive impact and drive rush, not really a big fan. And most of the characters weren't that interesting to me.
Okay, those are the ones in the beta. Is there any character that's not that we haven't seen or not playable yet that's interesting to you? Like Manon, Marissa, anyone?
DJ looked cool. Kinda cool. And maybe Cammy if she's not like SF5. She's different.
Okay. Why do I get the feeling I can see you playing DJ for some weird, bizarre
Because
reason?
he plays Nash, I feel like that's kind of like the same archetype.
Yeah, it's possible.
I don't know if it's the same archetype, but I could definitely picture you playing DJ. I don't know. I'm saying this because did you ever see SF4 DJ, Snowboy?
Nah, SF4 Omega DJ is a lot like Nash. It's basically the same character.
Wow.
Okay.
Maybe they used the Omega mode of DJ to
Yeah, they did.
pair with the Nash.
Yeah, no, they probably did. No,
Because
okay.
why? Because Jammerz, they're the same archetype.
Wow. Listen.
Spoken
Archetype, yeah? Archetype.
Archetype.
Okay.
Archetype.
Whatever you say.
Change my mind.
Anyway.
Archetype, change my mind.
Akram, what about you? Your opinion on Street Fighter 6, and have you got any hopes or concerns for the game?
Well, yes. I have some hopes, since it's not the finished product, I hope that they will dust out a bit the animation. The animations.
Oh, kind of tweak them or adjust them.
Yes.
Polish them.
Yeah.
That's the word.
To be a little bit more fluid, not fluid, but a little more cleaner, like we used to see in Street Fighter 5 right now.
Oh,
so
okay.
that's my hope about Street Fighter 6. Other than this, my concerns are like Snoboi said the drive system. I'm not a huge fan, even though I think it could be fun. The drive rush, it makes it very aggressive in neutral. It could be a lot of fun. And one thing I really can't fathom though, it's why are the crouching medium kicks not confirmable. That I don't really get it. That's the only thing that I really dislike about the game.
Now,
other than this, quite fun.
I will argue this point against that because you're not the first one. This one down here, this one is thinking that as well.
No.
Well,
I don't mind at all.
We spoke about it before. We definitely spoke about it. But it's a thing where every Street Fighter game that's been played is different. Maybe they wanted to keep the whole increased buff window, the cancel window huge in 5 and specifically 4-5 because I don't think they were that huge in 4. I don't know if they just want it to be completely committal based. That's what it's looking like to me. It's like when you're going to do something, you commit to it or you spend bar to make it safe or whatever. Maybe people are too used to that leniency on cancel window. And it's like, obviously, you expect that to come back. Yeah. I mean, it's a good point to raise. But it's... If people were looking to do single hit confirms, then maybe there might be a character down the line that does that. But I think universally right now, that's what they don't want. It's one of those subtle things they wanted to make distinctive from SF5. That's just my opinion on that anyway. Veggey, put your hand up.
Yeah. Teacher. Can I speak?
Go for it.
Yeah, go on.
Go for it.
Let's go. Okay, but think about it though. See, because of drivers, right? If crouching medium kick was confirmable and you try to confirm it and you missed, you were no longer punished for missing. You would just get plus frames anyway. So having crouching medium kicks confirmable would just like
it removed the point of
redundant.
It would remove the point of drive rush.
And it will also be like you don't get punished for doing it wrong. Like if a crouch medium kick confirm goes wrong now, you either juicy punish, hefty punish, you either punish, a good punish. But if the drive rush is what you try to confirm into, then you won't get punished anyway. Okay, they lose some drive bar, but they'll get that back. So I think maybe that's why. I'm just thinking, because, you know, Liu Kang, for instance, he can confirm crouch medium kick in Street Fighter 6, but only to his target combo. Crouch medium kick target combo heavy punch is confirmable and gives Oki. The reward is just not that great, but the reward is still decent. So and I mean, there are buttons that are confirmable. Standing heavies, standing medium punches. Luke's standing medium punch, for instance, the target combo is confirmable. So there are confirmed, just not from the crouching medium kick.
Yeah, I think there's a couple of quick fixes that I can think of right off the bat. Like, don't make rush medium kick hit confirmable to drive rush. That's basically it. Just make it hit confirmable into special moves and target combo, stuff like that. Not into drive rush. Yeah, that would be pretty bad, I think, because what's the point of having the drive rush if you can just confirm it and be not hit confirm it and be plus on your opponent's face? I don't think. Yeah. Anyway, that's just something I can think of.
I get where you're coming from, because you have to remember as well, offense is going to work completely different in 6 to 5. So if you do low forward drive rush, and that's a cancel, by the way, you're spending 3 bars to force a situation where you only get one button that's going to be plus for one situation, then you go back to being minus, depending on what character you're playing, of course. But I can see your argument. I can definitely see your argument. We'll just have to see how things pan out later on down the line. Now, Akram, is there any character that interests you at the moment, or are we just going to wait down the line?
I'm going to wait for Kami. Actually, I really like the new design of Kami. Like, she looks great, honestly. Like, so this is a character I'm looking forward to. And other than her, there's... Yeah, I don't like what they did to Jury. I'm not gonna speak about it.
Okay, fair. Because I was playing Jury a ton in the beta, and I had a good time.
I thought she was really fun.
She is really fun to play. Don't get me wrong. I'm talking about like the design and the choices. Like she's fun to play. She's gonna be my go-to. If Kami is not fun to play, I'll play Jury.
Fair. No, I like that as well. Now, obviously, gentlemen, we were talking about this before. We're going to ask you this now. You both were part of your World Warrior program for EU West. I think Akram, you were 3rd on the leaderboard. Snowboi, you were just under him. How ironic is that? Like, we got the 2 guys that were 3rd and 4th. But I wanted to ask you, if there was a competitive season to return for Street Fighter 6 this year when it comes out on release, would you want the World Warrior program, how it was structured this year? Did you like how it was structured, and do you think it should return for SF6? Akram, your answer first.
Okay, yes, I think it was a pretty good system, pretty well thought out. There is one thing that I didn't really like, was that we did not really get rewards for the final top 8. So yes, when I finished third, it was really hard to digest because I did not gain anything basically.
Okay.
I spent a lot of time working to play this final top 8, and yeah, at the end, I don't know, it felt a bit pointless. I'm not gonna lie. Other than this, the system itself is great. Like, I think it should come back. Yes.
Okay. In terms of reward, do you mean like a monetary, money, prize money sort of thing, like similar to the CPT online that you guys were in early in the year?
Yes, monetary or a bit more exposure from Capcom. Like maybe tweet our results. Maybe like communicate a little better about what we achieved, what we done, because it took a lot of time. I know from a fact that Snoboi and myself, we worked really hard for this tournament. So, so yeah, that's
okay. So a little bit more exposure to just the regional final, or just as a whole. Because I know that the respective events, when they were on, they tweet out, and then obviously you'd know what's going on. But I think you just... Because I know on the website, I don't know if you checked the website, on the website for Capcom Pro Tour, they do the results, but it's not as visible as you'd like it to be. Is that what you mean?
Yes, exactly. Like, I'd like a bit more exposure, especially for the finals. I mean, the other tournaments, it's fine. Like, sometimes the player was not there, sometimes it was a bit... Yeah... hectic, I don't know.
Okay.
But it's fine. Like, the system is great. Like, the point system is pretty well thought out. Like, it's great. Just for the finals, a little bit more exposure would be amazing.
Yeah, no, that is completely fine. Trust me, we've had a lot of people that have come on and said, you know what, there's one or two things I don't like about the World Warrior system. And you guys, at the end of the day, look, Akram, I'm asking you because you were in there and you placed pretty high. So I'd love to hear opinions directly from the people, because again, that was 5 or 6 tournaments over the span of what was it, 5 or 6 months, Veggey? I can't quite remember how long it was.
I think.
So yeah,
it started August for us.
Yeah. So like you said, you guys put in a lot of time thinking about this, preparing and whatnot. So again, a nice crescendo with to close things out. So I like that. Snowboy, what about you? Do you echo the same opinion as Akram, or have you got something different to say? Did you like the system? Did you have any qualms with it? Well, talk to me.
Yeah, the system overall was pretty nice. I agree with the publicity part. I think like maybe there should have been a Capcom Fighters restream for all the top 8 finals.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I get it.
I agree.
Yeah. Okay.
I think the
like
problem with that... Oh, sorry, continue.
Some of the regions got like 50 viewers for the top 8 finals, so it should have gotten more publicity in my opinion.
Okay. Before you continue that, Veggey, say that, because I think you had a counterpoint.
Yeah, I think I would imagine that they thought about that, but you know, the CPTs are spanned over like a long time because there's so many regions, right? So if the World Warriors all like accumulate in the last month or month and a half,
yeah, it was crazy.
Many on the same day, right? So it would have been like, who do you choose? Which Pro Tour finals do you choose
and
to stream from Capcom Fighters?
As a big company, you cannot show favoritism in those situations. Otherwise, there's going to be an even bigger.
But I get the point though, from Snowboy.
Yeah, I get the point, but it would be challenge.
A challenge, but I don't think there's a way that they can't find a way around that. So I do like the points there. Snowboy, do you think it should return in SF6 to World Warrior program if there is a competitive season for the game?
Yeah, and I also think if you win all 5 qualifiers, you should be in automatically. So for Annie Walker, for example.
Okay.
Veggey patch.
You're not the only person to say that. You're not the first. You're not the last. Yeah. Don't worry about that. No, I'm asking. It's good to get your opinion because you haven't been involved in the whole competitive playing for a fighting game as long. So it's good to hear your side of things as well. And yeah, just to enlighten you on this, is more people have said it's like, hang on, someone's dominated a region yet they still have to go and play in the finals. It doesn't feel right. There probably is a way around that. Off the top of my head, I can't think of a way around that. A way that everyone can agree on, sort of thing. But maybe if these things do come back, they'll find a way around it. Because like you said, in certain regions, there are exceptions to the competition. There's some that are just out in their own league. Ending Walker, Vega Patch. I'm trying to think who else did it. I think Travis Styles did it in Australia as well. That people just dominate. It's like, okay, if you do have a clear-cut margin, why do you need to play? But then that adds the entertainment factor and the value, because again, in some regions, the UK for example, some people are watching to see if Ending Walker was going to lose, because it's like, you're that dominant. Today might be the day. Today might be the day you're going to lose. If he automatically qualified, there's no fun in that. And some people need to get eyes on their product. So I can see both ends of this. I can see both ends. It's a topic that's always great. Now, let me ask you this as well. So this is just a hypothetical question. Obviously, we're in the closing stages of Street Fighter 5 when we move to Street Fighter 6. If, let's say, there was one more year of Street Fighter 5, Akram, is there any character you've wanted to learn? And if you had more time to learn them, you go out and learn them? Or are you satisfied with the characters you play right now?
Honestly, I don't know. I never really thought about it.
There's never been a character that's like, I want to play the character, but we only got 4 months left, there's no point. Never been there.
No, I don't know. No, not really. Maybe Sakura. Because she moves fast and her stun light kick is great, but I already played her and I not enjoyed that much, so no, I don't think there is. I tried a lot of stuff during Street Fighter 5 and pretty happy with what I ended up with.
No, I like that. And like you said at the start, it's all about having fun, and it looks like you're having a whale of a time playing your characters there.
It was amazing. Thanks for the set today. It was really fun.
No worries.
Thank you for coming.
Snoboi
and showing that good stuff.
Snoboi, what about you? I know it's been a short amount of time, but if you had more time to play Street Fighter 5, I know you play like a multitude of characters anyway, but is there any other character that tickled your fancy? I can think of one. You don't like her, but
no, it wouldn't be Poison.
that's what I was alluding to. I was just like, I could actually see you playing Poison. I don't know why you didn't invest a little bit more time. Have you at least like labbed against her, like in terms of trying to find counterplay, or?
Yeah, I labbed against her, but I wouldn't play her personally.
Damn. Okay. And what there's no other character that you'd want to like really try out? I could see you playing like G, maybe a Seth. I don't know. I think...
Nah, I already play enough characters.
Okay.
At this point.
Did you ever try Rashid at all?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Rashid would be great for you actually.
Do you think you'd be a good Rashid, Veggey? Olvaha? I think you could.
Yeah, sure.
We need a Rashid, Snowboy. In the remaining time,
that's true. Can you pick
a Rashid, please? Because we don't have a Rashid in Europe. Can you be the Rashid?
Yeah.
But I think he would also be a very good Karin.
Yeah.
I confirm are that good.
Oh, you did confirm some good stuff with Chun-Li though.
Yeah. At times.
Wow. Hey, listen, if there's anyone who knows his ability, it's him, and if he doesn't have faith in his own hit confirm.
You can learn it though, maybe.
Yeah, no, you can.
Because I think he would have a sick
conditioning.
Yeah, I could see that as well. Right, gentlemen, you got any other questions you want to ask these two before we close things out?
I'm satisfied.
You satisfied? Are you satisfied?
How satisfied?
All right, cool. I'm going to ask you my one last question.
Or
my surprise question. So obviously with Street Fighter 6, they're getting in-game commentators. You got James Chen, Vicious, Tasty Steve. You got Puppet Tiwawa in there. Akram, let me ask you this: if Capcom said, "Hey, we're gonna do like they did with the costume challenge with Jury, and they got the 2 costumes," if they say we're gonna do a community choice, and you had 2 commentators to put in Street Fighter 6 as your personal favorites, which 2 commentators would you could pick, if you can think of one?
Honest. I have 2 names in mind.
Go for it.
There is F-Word.
Yep.
I really want to see him commentate. He's so fun. I mean, to listen to.
Mm-hmm.
And the other one, maybe on the more technical side, would be you, probably.
Okay. Nice.
Because you know a lot about the game. You play the game at a high level. I think you may destroy me if you play now. So May, I think I said May. I did not say he will.
Yeah, he said May. Listen,
I said
people.
May.
Yeah, listen.
If you want to see it, tweet at Capcom. It's not me. It's not me.
Wow. Okay.
So anyway, yeah, I think since he knows a lot about the game and he's pretty strong in his own right, he knows what he's talking about and he's very knowledgeable about the game. He tried out a lot of stuff, so having F-Word for the hype and a more technical commentator like Jammerz would be amazing.
Oh, I like
in
that
game like that, he's like, oh, he could have done not he could have done this, but more like oh, that was such a great option to beat these things. And if this happens in Street Fighter 6, I'm gonna lose my mind.
Watch out for the overhead.
Like that. Yeah, that's true. That would be amazing. That would be absolutely crazy, I think.
What if Jammerz's DLC pack was like 3-4 times the price, but it reminded the player what to look for? It's like, remember that. So they all turn on Jammerz because they want that health. It's like assisted package. Jammerz is one of the main guys.
Listen,
assisted commentary. Remember to look out for that bird.
That's +3. That's +3.
If that was the case, I'd need to get the royalties, mate. I'd have to get the royalties, mate. They're going to sell that. But no, you know what? I love those answers from Akram. But Snoboi, what about you? If you could pick 2 commentators to put in Street Fighter 6 as your personal favorites as DLC, who would you pick?
I would like Yipes and Ski Sonic.
Wow, that's a name. So, wait, let me ask you this. Snowboy, how long have you been watching fighting games?
For a bit.
Okay, because Ski Sonic is a name I haven't heard in ages. For those that know, because I think he was very good at what he did. But
I think so too.
The legend. He's a legend.
I think he got criticized for the wrong reasons. But no, that was crazy. Someone's mentioned Ski Sonic. I haven't heard that name in years. I love that. That's great. That's how I know you've been around watching games long enough. That's
like the SF4 era.
Yeah, that is.
SF4, SFXT, Marvel 3.
Marvel.
He was doing the lot.
It's Marvel, baby.
That's how it is, man. But yeah, you know what, gentlemen?
That's how we say it in Croydon, by the way, Jammerz. It's Marvel, baby.
Sure, that's great.
Stop.
You can do that with you yourself and whoever else. But anyway, yes, gentlemen, I believe we are just about out of time. So, Richard, Stream Team, can you put these guys' socials on the screen so people know where to follow them? So, yes, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That is Akram's Twitter and Snowboy's Twitter. Akram does have a Twitch account, but I'm not sure how active he is on the stream.
Not really.
Is it 3Vs or 4Vs on the stream?
It's 3V. I don't know why I put 3V. Anyway, don't worry about it.
No, it's fine. Don't worry about the small stuff. But yes, before we let you guys go and go about the rest of your day, Akram, have you got any final words you want to say to the stream? Anyone you want to thank? Anyone you want to shout out? Who?
No one really. Just thanks for having me, and GG Snowboy. He's a really strong player. Watch out for him in Street Fighter 6. Learns really quickly. And yeah, thanks a lot.
Well, love it. That's a pleasure. Snowball, what about you? The podium's all yours. You can hate on Poison as much as you want. I'm listening.
No, I actually want to give shout-outs to the 3 main online tournaments in the EU. Corner to Corner, Salt Mine League, and the new Challenger EU Weekly. Those are all really good opportunities to level up here.
Sweet. Nothing else to plug? That's
that
it?
was very nice.
Yeah,
No, that's it.
Great. I love it. Shout outs to those tournaments as well. Make sure you tune into their respective channels. I'm sure Snowboy will either tweet them out or he will just, you have to find them on Twitch yourself under the Street Fighter 5 category. I've entered 1 or 2 of them. I can't remember the third one. I think I've entered it. It was Corner to Corner. It's definitely Corner to Corner. That's the one on Tuesday, Snowboy. Is that right? Is that on Tuesday?
Monday now.
Monday. Okay. My mistake.
Tuesday.
Oh, my mistake. Anyway, yes, gentlemen, that is about it from us. We need you. So, yes, when you are ready, you can leave the Discord call so myself, Olvaha, and Veggey can close out the show. And then, obviously, I'll drop you guys a message thanking you once again. And, Akram, I'll hold you to that. I'll hold you to your challenge.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Okay, on sets? On sets?
I'll hold you to your challenge.
Snowboy's commentary instead of Jammerz. Let's go. Complete reverse. Let's go.
Something may happen. But yeah, gentlemen, when you're ready, you can leave the Discord call and I'll speak to you soon.
Bye, guys.
Take it easy.
Thanks a lot, guys.
Bye. Thank you a lot.
Thank you.
But yeah, do you know what? Great people. I love it. I love their honesty.
Sure.
I do want to say this. Obviously, depending on where you are and how you speak about things, you have to be careful when you say things. But I do like it when players are completely candid with us. It's like they do like systems, but there's 1 or 2 things that they can adjust, or like companies can adjust or fix or whatever. Because at the end of the day, there will be pros and cons to everything that you do. And I like the fact that, yes, Akram raised a good point, and I hope our stream can change to our cameras on our space very soon. Well, yeah, Akram raised a very good point about the more publicity thing. Some people might not be able to articulate their point 100% of the way, but they are onto something. They are onto something. A restream, I do like Veggey's counter argument to that, because there were like 2 or 3 on the same day. I don't think it was the same region though. But the problem is you'd have to have a separate team or separate people to do.
Yeah, you would have to have Capcom Fighters EU, Capcom Fighters US. I mean, if Capcom Fighters was to restream it, who do they choose? It's like one channel, one main channel.
Yeah. Again, I'm pretty sure there's a way to circumvent it or find a solution to do that in the future if this was to return. Because first of all, like I said, if whether or not it's going to be a competitive season in the first year, because Street Fighter 6 is releasing mid-year instead of at the start. So I can't even begin to think about what the logistics behind that would be if they even want to do something competitive with the game, or just let it sell first. Because first and foremost, as a business, they're trying to sell the game before anything else happens. So we will see with that. But you know what? I love the back and forth with these guys and the character variety as well. There we are. Good. We're on camera. Hi,
Tuesday. You said it like that, Jammerz. That was too great. When you say wasn't that Tuesday?
Yeah. I don't know. You find it funny? Haha. Great. I don't know.
Har.
Oi.
Yeah. No. Other than that, I think it was great. The character variety, just their opinions on certain things, their philosophy going in towards that stuff as well. It was great. Did you enjoy the show, Olvaha?
I did enjoy myself greatly, and they were good guys to talk to. They had great opinions, funny as well. It's always a plus. And very highly entertaining gameplay, a lot of character variety, like you said, and I feel like also if you want to state your opinion about anything, be it the World Warrior or Street Fighter 6 or something like that, you always it's nice to hear opinions that are well articulated and they have reasoning behind them. So I enjoyed that greatly as well.
Yeah. Veggey, what about you?
I thought it was great. It was great to talk to Akram again, because I remember when he was he must have been very young, like 19, maybe. I don't know how old he is, but it's been 8 years. I remember when he asked how do I get better back then, and to see him still play, and he's become really good. I was really cool. And to see Snoboi now for the second time in 3 weeks for me play, because of that team tournament I mentioned, was really cool, because I didn't really know that much about him, but I just saw his name started popping up on result lists.
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah, it's just okay, Snoboi, never heard before, but that's not weird, because it was 1 year, it was brand new name or brand new player, so I was really good. So I enjoyed the set and the talk today. It was really wholesome.
And again, those two were from scenes that are not dying scenes, but the guys just moved on with real life stuff, or they just weren't interested in 5. So hopefully those scenes will be thriving or come back.
Yeah.
The flames of the motivation will be rekindled with Street Fighter 6, and we'll see Europe in full force again, because obviously things will change. We'll get a new influx of players. Some of the old guard will stick around, and us guys will still be here. We can't get rid of us that easily. But it's going to be different, because, like I said, some people won't like the game. Some people absolutely love the game. That will be their favorite game, because some people right now, I don't know if anyone's seen the video. It's been making its rounds on the internet. There's been a video saying I generally love Street Fighter 5. It's about a 27-minute video long. But watch that video. And
I haven't seen
it. I think if you get 27 minutes, watch it. I think it's actually a very good reasoning as to this game's actually alright. It's not as bad.
Next Tuesday, I skipped the intro part and watched that video.
If that's your way of saying
just
I'm not
joking.
Gonna be
No,
here,
just joking.
Okay,
just
cool.
joking.
We
Not
can
do that. Sorry.
I mean, we can get that arranged. That's easy.
No,
we can arrange that.
That's not hard.
Maybe you guys do it. You
can appear. You can appear later.
Anyway, yes, ladies and gentlemen, we hope you enjoyed tonight's episode. We're going back to Europe, but again, it's not over yet. Like we said, if you want to check out SFL EU, it was on the airways yesterday, and we still have, I think, 1 or 2 more weeks. I actually lost count, but it was one of the playoffs yesterday, and they're going to be going on to another. It's 1 more week. It's 1 more week. Okay, my maths is wrong. 1 more week of SFL EU. That means our 15 weeks have come to an end. Oh my word. It's been crazy. What a tale of a journey. But yes, this is what happened. The results of yesterday. If you want to go watch the actual matches on the YouTube channel, you can just type in twitch.tv/Capcom Fighters, or you can find the broadcast on, you can find the archives on the YouTube, type in Capcom Fighters. You can find the broadcast archives on twitch.tv/Capcom Fighters. Sorry, my tongue was twisted. But that is for EU SFL. Don't forget as well, SFL US is still happening too. I think they are going on to week 14 or week 15. It's week 15 this week. Yes, I believe they're in their playoff phase as well. I could be completely wrong. Need to double check.
You might be.
But yes, you can catch their individual matches as well as their full shows with Rob TV, Vicious, and Tasty Steve on the airways on the YouTube channel Capcom Fighters or twitch.tv/Capcom Fighters as well. So it's fantastic to see. And there was, of course, as well, don't forget the LCQ. You can still sign up for the LCQ. There's like 210, 220 players on that list. I don't envy a single one of them.
That's crazy.
And I don't think Veggey does either. So don't forget, LCQ is happening on February 12th and the 13th in Burbank, California. You can still sign up. I'm still not sure if they have announced a date where it's going to be sign-ups are going to be closed. It might be the week before, it might not. But hey, if you find yourselves in the area and you want to go and watch the show, you can do that, or you can sign up for the LCQ and have some games there. There's also tickets available for the SFL World Finals that will be happening the same week as the CPT. Have we got that splash page? It will be coming up very shortly. We did announce it before, we're going to re-announce it again, because if you find yourself in that area, or if you're, if you're not going to be there, you can catch it on the stream anyway. I hope it's going to be on twitch.tv/Capcom Fighters, but it is on February the 17th and the 18th. World Championship. The winners of SFL EU, SFL US, and SFL Japan will combine under one roof. And it will be who knows what characters, who knows what players. You have to find out, you have to follow. But if you want to go there, tickets on sale now, capcom.us/cup tickets as well. But yes, I believe that is it from us, because again, CPT season is closed. You already know who's qualified for the finals of CPT. If you don't, you can go up to CapcomProTour.com. I'll say the Street Fighter League website, CapcomProTour.com, and be up to date with all the players that qualified. They're preparing. I hope he's preparing and not playing Balrog. But yes, that is what it's going to be. Yeah, I'm looking at you.
That was a low blow.
Yeah, it was.
Did you hold back and then forward and kick?
Just like Balrog's dash low. Yeah, that was a low blow.
That's what I also. Oh, we did the same joke. Oh, let's go.
Being on the same wavelength as a birdie player. Damn, I don't want to be like that. Anyway,
I mean, you play Poison. You play Poison. We're basically the same character. Season 4 birdie, Poison.
Whatever you say, man. Whatever you say. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you follow us on our Twitter accounts. We got to love you, leave you. We will be back with you with an episode next week. We'll be getting that prepared again. CPT finals are close. Can't wait. We're going to make sure we close the chat on Street Fighter 5 correctly, as well as look forward to Street Fighter 6. So until then, take care of yourselves. Vega's a strong character. Go play some Lucia. Go and enjoy some combos. Just enjoy yourselves. Take care. See you next week.
EX Hard Red.
Yes! Woohoo!